Hey there, welcome back to another board game playthrough. This week, three of us play Rocketmen. First time for two of us in the game, including myself. Russ teaches this and did a good job again, so I left those in. Please note, we do actually make a fair few mistakes here. I've commented on most of them, but please forgive us for those when you encounter them. But otherwise, enjoy.
So, disclaimer, firstly, that I have the Kickstarter version, which means these circular tokens here are actually miniatures. Because,
Theme is broken.
And this token here is actually a shuttle launch pad thing. And these discs here, they're actually metal coins. Because for £12, why wouldn't you? That's for the miniatures, the tokens and the metal coins, obviously, not just metal coins. Anyway, have you guys both played deck builders before?
Yes.
Right, those concepts will be familiar to you. Then this here is the market.
Woo! Wow, that's a pricey card.
Yeah. Anyway.
Normally they only cost like one or two things, you know?
No, in this game, I think the cheapest thing is 30. They range from 30 to $60. Anyway.
Oh, actually, again, we can call it Spacebox.
We can genuinely call it Spacebox.
This is an inexpensive card, this one.
Yeah, maybe trigger warning down on the video.
No. I mean, the board game Pandemic is great. This is what I think of when I look at that card.
Okie dokie. Okay, so our starting deck is the same. And this is the breakdown of that starting deck. And I'm going to show you a few things about it. So if I show you Spaceship, for example, we have 3 Spaceship cards. And you'll notice on the Spaceship card is this little spaceship icon. The reason you have 3 Spaceship cards is because there is a spaceship mission to Earth's orbit. If you look here. There is a spaceship mission to the moon. And there is a spaceship mission to Mars. Okay? So you have a card in your hand that represents each of those missions that you can attempt.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, in total on the board, there are 12 missions to attempt. And oh, look, you've got 12 cards in your hand. To help you out with that, there's some visual aids. So on the card, you will see the planets visualized. If the mission can be attempted on Earth, you'll see the planet Earth.
Yeah.
If it can be attempted on the moon, you'll see the moon. If it can be attempted on Mars, you'll see Mars. Make sense?
Yeah, so that card can be attempted on all 3 then, is what you're saying.
All 3, but you can only complete a mission once per planet, or I don't like saying planet because the moon is here, but you know what I mean. I'm going to call them planets because otherwise I'm going to keep adding caveats. So the moon, for this teach, is a planet. I am not an idiot.
Yep.
Is Pluto a planet in this teach?
It depends on what year you play it, Ben.
Great reply.
Anyway, yeah, so cool. Space hotels, as you can see, can't be built on Mars because, quite frankly, it's too far away and people don't want to travel that long, I guess. I don't know. Bases, you don't build a base on Earth. That makes sense. So on and so forth. The orbital shipyard and space station only get built in Earth orbit. Asteroid mining, only on Mars. Concepts make sense?
Yes.
Can I move on from that one? Nice one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So on your turn, you're going to have a hand of 6 cards. So let's gather this up and just deal out a hand of 6 odd cards and see what we can do. And much like deck builders you would have played before, the concept in this game is play as much of your hand as you like and then end your turn.
Okay.
So it's not a play one card at a time game. It's play as much as you want, then end your turn. And there are 3 things you can do on your turn. Let's put these under your board, actually. The first thing you can do on your turn is discard a card for its monetary value to spend. And that is determined by its figure in the top. Help me here.
Top left corner?
Left. Yeah, my left and right is atrocious. So I could discard this to generate 10 spacebooks.
Okay.
And here comes the first concept of the game. You do not get change in this game for absolutely anything.
Yeah.
So if this generated $50, it wouldn't, and you wanted to buy this $40 card, you wouldn't get any change.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's simple. You can discard it for its monetary effect. The second thing you can do on your turn is you can commit to a mission. And this is very interesting, because when you commit to a mission, it takes the card out of your deck.
As in, permanently, forever, throughout the entire game?
Until the mission succeeds or fails.
Okay.
All right, but it's going to be out. While you rotate through your deck, you ain't going to draw that card anymore.
Yeah.
Quite nice. But if you look here, there's some symbology. It says it costs $10 or 10 spacebooks to commit to a mission.
So is that every card?
Well, you can only commit to one mission.
Okay, carry on.
So if I wanted to commit to this spaceship mission, I would have to spend $10. So I'd have to discard this for $10 and put that there to start that mission.
Okay.
Concept makes sense?
Yep.
Yep.
Here's something really funky. If your card generates income, you can use that income to pay for itself. So I could just do that and not discard a $10 card.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Good. So the first thing you can do is discard a card for money. The second thing you can do is commit to a mission. The third thing you can do, and it's another way of getting cards out of your deck temporarily, is add a card to your launch pad, which is to this side of your mission.
Yeah.
You may only do that if you are currently doing a mission. Okay. So for example, on my turn, actually, I've not got a lot of money going for me, have I? So I wouldn't do a lot. But let's pretend I had some more money available, because otherwise this teacher's going to be a bit silly, isn't it? So let's say that was my hand.
Yeah. Okay.
I could say, do you know what? I would like to build a space hotel. That pays for itself. And then I think to myself, and you'll see why you want to do this later. I'm going to put that on my launch pad for $10. I'm going to put that on my launch pad for $10. I'm done.
Okay.
And that's it. They're the only three things you can do. Discard cards for money. Sorry, obviously there's four things. Discard cards for money, commit to a mission, add cards to your launch pad, or buy a card from the market.
Yeah. Where's the card go? Into hand or into your discard or?
The card. So there is. I forget the terms actually. So this might catch us out a few times. You put cards into a played area basically, and at the end of your turn, they get added to your discard pile. Any card you buy goes straight into your discard pile.
Okay, so they'll be at the bottom of your deck.
Yeah, I don't know why that's
discard at that time. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so when your turn is finished, you can do two things. The first thing you can do is you can discard any cards in your hand for no benefit. So I can do that. Because the reason you do that is you draw up to 6 as the last act of your turn.
Yeah.
After you've made that decision, you can choose to launch your mission.
Yep.
To launch your mission, you have to have a minimum number of rockets on your launch pad equal to the number of rockets next to the planet you're trying to get to.
So if you were trying to build that thing in Earth, you need to have 5 cards.
You need to have 5 rockets.
5 rockets, sorry.
And if you were trying to get to the moon, you would need 7 rockets. Well, how many rockets do you have? You have as many rockets as you have that symbol in your launch pad.
So not yet.
Not yet is the answer.
Yeah.
The market, though, consists of these engines. You can buy 1 engine a turn, and you'll notice even the most basic engine will generate 2 rockets.
Okay.
There are only 4 in each stack. That is X plus 1, where X is the number of players, and when they're gone, they're gone.
So this one is also a $10 generator as well?
You could also discard it for $10. Or, sorry, back to this. Any card you add to your launch pad, if it generates income, it can pay for itself. So actually, you can put small rockets onto your launch pad for free, effectively.
Yep.
Are you with me on all of those concepts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to do that. And let's say you've been even extra better and you've got all that set up. Okay, I've ended my turn at a future turn, and I say I'm going to attempt this mission.
Yeah.
You at this point say where you're attempting the mission to. Now, I only have 5 rockets, so I can only go to Earth. You take a mission marker, 1 of 6, and you place it on your target planet or planetary body. I think that's what the moon is referred to as. I'm not sure. I have my 5 rockets. I've met that prerequisite.
Thing with gravity, yeah.
Now I've got to fucking get there. The first thing you do, again, let's draw your... This game's a bit of a bugbear, actually, but once we're through it, it flows really well, I promise.
Okay.
The next thing to look at when you do a mission is you'll notice that the Earth has this microchip symbol attached to it.
Yeah.
And the moon has this flask, and Mars has this DNA helix thing. That's why you put those cards in your launch pad. Because what they do is they give you a free bump towards your destination when you attempt the mission. Okay. After those steps have been performed, you pray to God and hope you make it to where you're going. And how you do that is you'll notice there's a big number in the shape of a card next to the location.
Yeah.
That tells you how many mission success cards to draw, which is this deck here.
Yeah. And that's the composition of that deck then. Yeah. That's
the composition of the deck. There's just numbers, there's no effects.
Yeah.
And how it works is you draw them 1 at a time because you can always choose to abandon a mission.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just simulate it. I draw the first one, I flip it, I get a 0. I may now choose to abort the mission or carry on.
Yeah.
Okay. If you abort the mission, the only consequence is you must discard a number of cards from your launch pad equal to X minus 1, where X is the number of mission cards you've drawn. So the first one is always free.
Yes.
Right. So if you got zero, it's like you might have booked. You're like, well, this is getting risky.
Yeah, you might think to yourself, do you know what? Mission abort. I ain't going. But you don't discard anything. You just end your turn. But let's imagine.
Because at that time, when you decided at the end of your turn to launch your mission, it's effectively a free decision.
Yeah, as long as you have the rockets,
Yeah,
you should always pretty much try for it.
You should always try launch. If you draw a good number first, you're like, oh yeah, I might carry on and go for it.
Exactly.
Okay.
But in that case, I would probably abandon. But let's say you drew a 1. Well, that's a 4, the only 4 in the deck, obviously. But let's say you drew a 1. You'd move to 1, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to make it. I actually think that's good odds. I'd probably keep going. But if you drew a 0 on your second card, you could still abandon, and you would have to lose 1 card from your launch pad. When I say lose, it goes into your discard pile.
Yeah, because if you draw a 0, you know you can't possibly make it, so you would fail it if you attempted the third card.
Correct. And then the most catastrophic outcome is you drawn all your mission cards and you still don't make it. That counts as a completely failed mission. If a mission completely fails, every card in your launch pad is discarded, and you may discard the mission.
Yeah. So you can never discard the mission if you pull out. You can only discard it if you... if you willingly... Sorry, you discard it if you forcibly have to pull out.
Holy moly, Dan! Holy moly! Yeah. So if you've drawn all the mission cards and you don't make it, the mission's completely banjaxed, and you discard everything here, and you may discard the mission.
Yeah.
So what happens when you make it? Well, making it's obviously super awesome, cool, and this game is simulating a space race, which means everyone's racing to do something first.
Oops.
Did I do that? Did you do that?
I think I did it.
So if you look at the symbol on your card, it's that symbol and it matches that symbol. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're the first person to do it, you place it there and you immediately score that many points.
Wow, 3.
3 points. Anybody else who does it will only score 2 points.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to look at... So the Earth missions all score quite low, but the Mars missions all score a lot higher.
Mega high.
Mega high. Are you comfortable with how missions work?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you successfully do a mission, you do this, and this card is removed from your deck forever.
Yeah. The only thing I wasn't comfortable about with missions was the point of doing one mission over another. But if I'm literally just chasing...
No, there's another benefit which I was about to get to. So the last step when you take the card out of your deck is look at the bottom corner of the mission, bottom right-hand corner. That is a permanent bonus granted to you for the rest of the game. What you do is you take one of these tiles, you place it on your board, and now every turn, that hotel will generate you 20 space bucks.
That's really sexy. Yep.
A lot of them give you permanent rockets. Some of them will give you +1 card. They're all like, the 2 bases give you +1 card basically to your hand side. An orbital shipyard is obviously a super useful, handy thing to build because it suddenly will give you 3 rockets for the rest of the game.
Oh, hey, I'm chasing 5 rocket. Yep, don't worry about it.
Well, there is no 5 rocket. You don't.
What
you
looking
do is
at it?
you add up your rockets. So you
Yeah,
do 3,
yeah, all right,
1,
yeah.
1, and 75. The other thing to look out for is some of these missions give you. There you go. That one there. That is once per turn. You may flip this for its symbol. Now I've only shown you that you use these symbols to advance on the rocket track. Well, also those costs appear on these cards.
Oh, yeah, I've just seen it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So if you didn't have a token for it, you'd have to discard a card for that has the symbol.
Yeah, which I really did gloss over, but you can discard that spaceship to pay for that cost.
Do any cards ever have money and the matching symbol? So you might be able to be like, this card can achieve both of those things.
Look at that one. Big data.
Oh, yeah, it's right fucking there in front of me.
Okay, so talking about these cards really briefly, I'll let you discover them on your own, but they work exactly like mission cards, except some of them have effects. If the card says launch pad on it, it simply means that card is active as long as it's on your launch pad. And backup systems is really good if you're going to Earth because it has the microchip and you get another bump. So if you were going to Earth, you would get 2 bumps.
Is that because it's got a star on it?
No, the star reminds you that there is text. So you need to read the text.
There is no star on that one, but that's a different kind of card. Okay.
That's a different kind of card, yeah. When used to pay is literally, if you use that to pay for something, you also do that.
Yeah, got it.
And you might see when discard as well, which means discard to do something.
Yep.
Right, threats. These things here. Threats are the wound mechanic of this game. They clog up your hand. But what's really interesting in this game is you don't get them for doing bad things. You willingly put them into your hand. The reason you do this is twofold. One, they're 2 points at the end of the game. No other card in this game is worth points. And just to give you an indication how important 2 points are, the game ends when somebody hits 21 points.
Okay.
You do not score the points immediately, you score them at the end, so they don't count towards that goal.
Yeah.
I said they were twofold. They aren't twofold. They clog up your hand, but they're worth points.
Okay. What's the symbols at the bottom of the card?
Oh, good shout. Thank you. So they cost $50 and a DNA, and they have an additional cost depending on how many points you've got. They either cost an additional $10, or an additional $10 and another symbol, or an additional $20 and another symbol.
Hang on. So you're paying money and a DNA symbol to buy this card?
Yes.
But you're taking 2 points.
Yes, but I'm going to say now, spoilers, there are some cards in this deck that make threats easier to deal with.
Right.
But these are going to eventually clog up the market as well, so you're incentivized to take them.
So that just randomly dealt out from the
yeah. So just
deck.
so you know, there's 9 in the deck in total. 3 of them are in the top half of the deck, and 6 of them are in the bottom half of the deck.
Okay. I wondered why. Yeah, that makes sense now. Actually, that it's just there randomly. Yeah.
And in case this isn't clear, whenever you do a mission, this resets, pass or fail, and all of these cards get shuffled back in.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you don't, couple of visual reminders on the board. If you look here, this is just reminding you the minimum rocket count to do the mission.
Yeah.
And this is reminding you the benefit to do the mission, the permanent benefit.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So they're just visual cues, really. And there are 2 endgame triggers. The first endgame trigger is any player reaches 21 points.
Yeah.
The second game end trigger is 1 player has placed all 6 mission markers. So you aren't going to do all 12 missions, you're going to do 6 of the 12 missions. Firstly, as well, the first person to do a mission to the moon claims this token. It's worth a point at the end of the game.
Okay.
The first person to do a mission to Mars claims that token. It's worth a point at the end of the game.
Yeah, Mars is it's far away.
Mars is far away. On top of all that, everyone's going to get dealt 2 of these cards. And at the end of the game, you get to score 1 of them. So there's 2 as an example. It's do specific missions on specific planets. And in a 3-player game, as long as you are the first to do those missions on 2, as long as you're the first to do 2 of those missions, you'll get an extra 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can only score 1 of those personal goals. And finally, we're going to change 2 of the rules by dealing out 2 of these cards.
Okay, great.
Does anything not make sense?
Other than the word "do's," no, it's all good.
Yeah, I what happened there is I nearly said "do" and then thought, "Oh no, correct English is "does," and then I fucked it anyway.
But you let us breeze past it. It was all right. Nobody's noticed.
Nobody's noticed. Hang on, why have I got 14 cards in my deck and you guys have got 12? Have you given me examples?
Rockets. There you go.
Damn it! I thought I had
Cheating,
an edge.
that's the answer to that.
Yeah, because I'm cheating.
Okay, so the rules change for this game are, and when you hover over these, Dan's going to have a shit attack.
Oh my god.
All right. Player with the most science flasks on cards and tokens at the end of the game earns 3 points. Oh, this is quite boring, actually. We've got 2 of those. So they don't change the rules at all.
Oh, some of them do then. I'm happy to play these, but...
If we've got a boring hand, then I'm up for switching one of them out for something more interesting.
Yeah, I don't actually think they do change the rules. I'll just have a quick look. I think they're all end game scoring. Players increase hand size by 1 once they've achieved their first mission. Oh, yeah, so that does change the rules. Once per turn, players can remove a card from them.
All right, okay, here's what we're going to do. Here is what we're going to do.
Should I just reshuffle and do...
No. We'll have that one, because it's different.
Okay, and which one of these we get rid of?
Eeny, meeny, miny. I don't know what either of them really are, so let's get rid of that one.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we're swimming in money for this game. So once per turn, players can remove 1 card from the game, from their hands, to gain 20 space bucks.
Oh god, evaluating that as a first game is going to be difficult.
Yeah. But that is an interesting rule, because I'm assuming that the starting hand isn't actually a thing I really want to keep around unless I'm planning to do the missions.
So it's interesting. Your starting hand is both your missions and the worst cards in your deck.
Yeah. So I really want to get rid of 6 of them that I'm never going to do, right?
Yeah, but what's interesting about this deck builder... Yeah, correct. But what's interesting about this deck builder is when you commit to missions, you're temporarily removing cards from your deck.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice.
Interesting. Yeah, evaluating that is going to be. I'm basically going to do whatever Russ does with that card.
I've only got one player this under my belt.
Have you? I thought you played it at least twice.
Sorry, I've got one 2-player game with my brother and one 3-player game that I did last week.
Okay, right, fine.
So everyone draw 6 cards.
Are we beginning now?
Yeah, and we need. Oh, sorry. We're also going to draw personal goals. So everybody draw 2 personal goals from this deck over here.
By the way, can you tell me what's the way with the controls in TTS to extend my hand size without deleting it and re-adding it?
What?
Can I make my hand size bigger without deleting my hand and re-adding it?
I don't understand.
You know the hidden zone. The hidden zone.
Oh, do you want me to do it for you?
Oh no, I want to know how to do it. What control is it?
Oh, I see. It's a scale. So it's in Gizmo scale. I'll have to promote you, I think.
Oh yeah, you do. Yep. Because I'd like to learn how to do it. So Gizmo, scale,
and then click on your hand, on your zone, not a card. Be very careful. Got it. Then you want the red arrow till it's like kind of shines up. The red axis pointed arrow. You got it?
Yes, got it.
And then hold, click, and drag it left. Oh wait, that's move. Oh,
got it. Oh my god. Yeah, I've so done that. Okay, good. Yeah, the only reason I asked is there was a slight overlap on the cards, and it's one of those things I did test. So I've fixed it.
Well, I'm glad I could help you in your quest.
You helped me immensely. If you look at my hand size now, it's super impressive. I've accidentally slammed the edges of the table.
Roll that for me, please.
Okay.
Yellow.
It's fixed. Game's fixed.
I will turn on turns. Much like most deck builders you've probably played, this game starts off quite slow and suddenly you're doing all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
I've got to obviously evaluate what I want to try and do with my life.
Okay. So, personal goals. Yeah, did we all draw 2 personal goals?
Oh no, I haven't.
Yeah.
2 personals, and I just keep these, and they're my thing for life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right. That sort of guides me a little bit. Okay, guys. What? We're ready to start. By the way, are you recording?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I am.
I would like to say that everybody on the internet watching this video is an idiot.
Yeah, you're all an idiot.
And everyone playing this game is probably an idiot. I've never really met Ben, but I'm sure it's some.
Yeah, you got it right.
Right, I am going to discard this space hotel for 10 schmeckles, so I can commit to this spaceship mission. And then I'm going to discard this satellite for 10 schmeckles, so I can put this base on my launch pad. Then I'm going to end my turn and discard this base because it has no fucking symbols on it. I am not going to launch a mission because I can't. So I'm going to discard my played cards and draw up to 6. I hope. So that means I draw 5 cards. And that's my turn. That's a turn. How easy was that?
That's a brilliant
Lovely.
turn. Just for sanity of asking what you've done, why did you, for my purposes, you committed to the base because... because of the bump for Earth, yeah.
That's a very clear signal that I'm attempting to put a spaceship into Earth's orbit.
Yeah, because of that symbol, yeah?
If you want to beat me in the race, feel free. I am representing the space Society of Ireland. That's my government.
Oh, are you Irish?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've got to go.
We're trying to put some potatoes into space. I can say that.
I know you're Irish.
Gay potatoes.
And I love you.
Space.
Love you for it. Okay.
I am Ireland's only gay man.
The one that made it out alive.
Well, Graham Norton did too, but we don't talk about him. Your go, Ben.
So I think I'm playing the satellite to my launch pad, paying for itself.
That does indeed pay for itself. It's a sexy satellite.
And then that's only worth a small amount. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because I don't have enough money to do anything good.
I'm going to have to set up some cameras. This is actually quite awkward. Okay. So is it shift and the number to set up the camera?
Well, it's one of the two. Control and shift will do one of them.
All right. Control 1 saves. Control number saves.
suppose the other thing to do is to start stacking my launch pad. I need 2 rockets, so we'll.
And 2 rockets is all you need to get a satellite.
So I'm going to pay 10 using this space hotel. So that goes to my discard to put. We'll put this spaceship into my launch pad. And I've got no other money, so I'm going to end my turn and I'm going to discard everything.
That's absolutely fine.
Did you discard anything, Russ?
I discarded, this empty base because it had no symbol on it.
Oh, so you kept some other stuff.
And I kept 1 card actually of the 6 because I put 2 on my launch pad. I discarded 1, played 2 for money, so I kept 1 card.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, hang on. I'm not sure I wanted to do that spaceship. I wanted to because I wanted a rocket, which means I wanted to put the orbital shipyard in my launch pad, not the spaceship, because it's the top left symbol that matters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't get those 3 rockets until you complete the mission.
Yeah. I've taken 3 cards there, which I didn't mean to. So.
Completing the orbital shipyard mission is a big boost, and it will probably help you get to Mars.
Is that one? Sorry. Oh no, which one's he chasing? He's chasing that one, right?
Could be. I mean, that satellite.
Well, that's the one that's active, isn't it?
Yeah, but he chooses when he launches the mission, so you don't know whether he's going for Earth or Moon.
Oh, because it could be going for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
First to the Moon, and satellites are a nice, easy way to get there.
Alrighty. When you're done, just click enter.
And that, there we go.
All right. I
am a little piggy.
Whoa. So what was this thing here? So you could remove a pandemic from your hand if you fancied it, but why would you when you?
Yeah, you could do, but it only scores you the 2 points at the end of the game.
Yeah,
so
unless you're fed those cards other than paying for them, that would be a really bad investment.
I think so too. I will say that the threats, by the way, just as a FYI, they come in 3 flavors. I forget the flavors, but they're denoted by this symbol up here.
Oh, so they're not all pandemics. Okay.
No, and I'm telling you that because some of these cards that go into our deck can deal with certain types of threat.
Yeah, okay. Right, so I actually want to follow, for no particular reason other than some secret things, the exact same things. There's a spaceship mission.
Whoa, you better be going to the moon.
And I'm doing asteroid mining there to pay for it.
Yep.
All right, sorry. So my turn was to play that there by playing that, and then I'm also going to put a satellite here for $10 to play a spaceship here.
I told you not to go to Earth orbit, Dan. The Irish will get their spuds into space first.
I was just thinking about something, actually.
You'll notice, by the way, the second person to launch their spaceship only gets a point.
It's rockets you need, isn't it? So how many rockets have I got here for the mission now? 2?
You've got no rockets for the mission.
Oh, you need it on that bit, don't you?
Yeah. To be clear on that, if the rocket is here on your launch and on the mission you committed to, that doesn't count either. It has to be on your launch pad.
Yeah. Okay, and then I will only do that. I'm going to keep my other 2 cards and draw 4 to fill my hand back.
All right. All right. I just remembered this rule here, and I probably should have burnt that base I never intended to build. Okay. So I need 3 rockets. There's $20. Sorry, there's $10. Let's do it properly. For an orbital shipyard into my launch pad.
Yep.
And there's $10 for a space station into my launch pad.
Yep.
And I'm going to discard this. Turn my turn. And I'm going to draw up to 6. Which, as with all deck builders, means shuffling my discard pile into my deck, which is now ridiculously small because all these cards are on my deck.
Yep.
By the way, how egotistical is Martin Wallace to put his name on the back of every single card?
He's a good guy, though.
Fucking Martin Wallace, man. I do like a good Martin Wallace. I tend to like his games, to be fair.
Yeah.
I
What else
suppose
has he
that's on
done?
the back of every card, so you don't forget.
I think he should only put his name on a couple of cards, forcing people to sleeve them and complain.
You
Well,
can only sleeve in sleeves that say his name as well. Right?
and do tell us,
Yeah.
Russ, what other games has he done?
That I like.
Sure.
Brass.
That is a good game, yeah.
Wildlands.
Carry on.
That's a good game too, shut up. And I think he's done Age of Steam, but I've never played that.
Okay.
I think I mentioned it the other day, yeah.
I don't intend to play Age of Steam, to be fair. Because the theme is as crusty as my sock that I keep upstairs.
For your rocket then, you now have 2 rockets of the required 3 and a boost.
A boost, correct, Dan. You have learnt this game really well from my really good teach.
I'm so happy with myself.
I do have a dilemma, and I don't mind saying it out loud. I don't have a 3rd rocket in my hand. Which is really annoying. I was hoping to launch next turn. By the way, this game I think is going to be way more exciting in real life, because when people launch, it's genuine, like a genuinely exciting moment.
Yeah, I can believe that.
I can't wait to be excited by other people's launches. Yeah.
So I think I'm going to discard these 3 cards for cash.
Yep.
I can just, control the thing. 1, 2.
So this actually here should be your discard pile.
Yeah.
There is a term for this area. I'm going to find out what the term is, because some of the asset cards care about it.
In play, really, you said, right?
Big there.
But you play your cards into your in-play area, even if their destination is going to be discarded, right?
It's called the playing area.
Yeah.
Because some cards let you get cards from your discard pile, which they don't become your discard pile to the end of the turn, basically.
Gonna spend that 30.
Oh
my!
It's either some of those small rocket boosters or big data.
And do you have the helix to spend for the big data as well?
Oh, I do. Well,
I didn't know about that.
If you decide to
play it there, Ben. Don't put it in your discard pile yet.
Yeah. So, that means it's more limited, so I'm going to buy it. That's how I'm evaluating this.
Do they slide down?
No, there's no sliding down. Just replace it.
Okay.
Nothing gets cheaper.
Storage
nothing
batteries.
Gets
Remove 1 card from the game, from your hand or warehouse to draw a card from your HQ.
It also generates $20 every time you play it.
I'm going to discard and discard.
So to be clear on this, when it says discard, it means you're doing this. You're not doing that.
Where's the warehouse?
Yeah, that was the term. This rulebook's really, really bad. Your warehouse is your discard pile.
Did you have any cards in your draw pile before you did that, Ben?
No.
Okay, fine. I was going to say what you would normally need to do is draw your remaining deck, then shuffle to form it. Okay.
All right, this is a real bugbear of mine. So this is a little aside for the internet. You see this here, this here. What would you call this?
Your deck.
This is your HQ. You see this here. What would you call this?
Your discard.
This is your warehouse.
Okay. And then this is your play area.
Yeah, I just wish that they would just say deck discard pile in all deck builders.
It's a very narrow problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we're going to run your archives. What the fuck's your archives?
Okay, Dan.
Okay,
Thought.
on to you, Dan.
I hope you can't launch.
Am I likely drawing my hand for my next turn now?
Yes.
Yeah. So the very last. So you take your turn. You choose if you're discarding any cards. You launch a mission, and then you drop 6.
Cool. That's fine then.
And just as a reminder, if I have not said it, you may only buy 1 engine per turn.
Right.
Not 1 from each pile. That's 1 engine total.
Okay. I could launch if I burned a card from my hand for the rule changer.
Ooh, why? Can you get a card straight into your hand?
Well, I can. Oh no, these don't go into your hand, do they? That's
no.
Right.
Don't be silly, Master Meriadoc.
Okay. Okay, so I could do that then. Let me just think. Is there basically it's like, is there a card I want to like declare I am never doing this thing ever, ever, ever?
Make sure I would look at your personal missions, your personal goals first.
Yeah,
Make sure you're not
don't get rid of one that does
depriving.
that.
Yeah, don't deprive yourself of one of those. Yeah, they're only small points, those missions, but they can matter, I think, in this game.
Where does that go to? It goes there. Okay, yeah, we'll go with this. This sounds good. There's a space hotel to play this base here.
Yep.
There's a
You may as well stack 'em
satellite
like that.
to play this space station here.
Nice.
I'm going to use the once per game ability to burn this spaceship and get $20.
That's once per turn, by the way.
Once per turn. And then I'm going to play this space hotel. Oh, actually, no, there's not much point in me. Oh, no, I'd get those two back, wouldn't I? Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to see how it plays out. And then with that 20 plus that other space hotel, I get that.
Smashing.
That's the 30. Yeah?
Yep.
Whoops.
It's interesting that you burnt... Oh, no, you burnt a spaceship. Okay.
And then they go there. I draw those two, take that, flip that, shuffle that, 4 more, end turn done.
Well, mine's a big money turn, I think. So I'm going to spend 10 space bucks in order to put this spaceship here into my launch pad. And then I've just happened to have another 30 bucks hanging around to purchase some small rockets. And I'm going to discard this spaceship and draw up. So I put them there. I draw 2. This becomes my new deck. I draw 4.
Okay.
Okay. I think I'm doing something exciting.
Dan, don't launch before me. That's all I ask.
I'm going to the moon.
Ben, you can launch before me. That's fine. Go into the moon, my ass. You've got these 2 symbols.
Oh, shit. Is that how it works?
I've paid
What are you doing,
7
Ben?
satellite to build a rocket, so I've now got enough rockets to launch.
You've only got 2 rockets. What did you need?
A satellite only needs 2 rockets.
It only needs 2 rockets, yeah.
And I'm going to...
Jazzy.
That's very annoying.
Your faces.
I wouldn't know if anyone's face is annoying.
I think Ben's face is actually really nice.
Oh, is it?
That's what's annoying about it, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jealousy, that's the thing.
It's annoyingly nice. Annoyingly nice.
That's very annoying.
Um,
I think it's still worth doing, though, because I could do with being first. So I'm going to burn this base forever to get 20,
wow.
Yeah, that's the base I want to burn because it's got no fucking symbols on it.
which I'm going to use to pay 10 to put this in play.
the best
Okay,
one, though.
so I'm just going to bring you back to the golden rule before you commit to this, Ben. You never get change in this game. So
Yeah.
that $20 is only going to pay for that 1 card.
That's what I'm annoyed about.
Oh, you need
but
to
I want
use
my
the
card
20
out.
in its
God.
entirety in one go. You can't go
Yeah.
10 there, 10 somewhere else.
So I was tempted to.
So
buy
sorry,
Oh,
rockets
is that what
instead of doing
you were annoyed about? Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Just to clarify,
I
though,
think-
when you generate that 20, you don't generate the 20 for your turn. You generate the 20 for a thing, and
For
the
a
thing
thing.
is playing that card.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you could just delay around, and no one's challenging you to that location, Ben.
I have personal missions which are being challenged in unpredictable ways. So I need to
Okay.
go now.
Just so you know, the first 2 is not the first on the planet, Ben. It's just the first on that mission. If that changes anything,
Oh,
because I think you've made the same misunderstanding I made when I first played the game. Of the 3 missions, as long as you're first to them, because like I said, you just need to. The first 2 means be in this slot.
oh! In that case,
Yeah,
I'm going to do
okay.
a slightly different turn. I'm still going to burn that, but instead of putting down that spaceship and that data symbol, I'm going to spend 30 on some rockets.
Perfect.
So these are not here, then, is that right?
Yeah, they're going to my discard now.
Okay.
Actually, they could probably stay in my hand.
You can stay in your hand, yeah.
Yeah, so they go in my hand, and I'll take them in a second. And
So
those
when
two get
these-
discarded.
When these
Are we all
ge-
clear on? Are we all clear on the being first to 2 of them? It's basically be first to 2 of your 3 goals, not to the planets and planetary objects.
So say that again. It's being first to what?
Just your missions. I don't want to say.
You just mean okay. So if I've got one that says, does that
Yeah,
come from
if you get to all 3 of these, you'll get 3 points.
Yeah.
But if you weren't first to 2 of them, you won't get the 2 points.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know how. What was the other interpretation? Because that's exactly what I thought it was.
I think Ben thought it was the first choose a planetary objects.
Yeah, so I've got a
it's
subtly different
the-
mission description, but I think I'm all right
It's the mission.
with that interpretation. And if it turns out that's wrong, then we'll live with it because the card's slightly different.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think there is a couple of anomalies in there. Yeah.
I'll be happy to live with it after your first appearance back in board gaming, and your first action of the very first game was fucking me over. Do you
I
remember
enjoyed
that?
that.
Red Rising? Do you remember that?
Yeah. Ben became my favourite person at the Royal Group after that.
So it was worth it, Dan.
Brilliant! It's my
I
turn.
was ingratiating myself.
I'm going to place this here because it pays for itself.
Oh, you jammy bastard! Do not launch. And if you do launch, I hope you don't make it.
So the only reason to overcommit now is basically because I have cards to afford it, or I want a better shot. Actually, no, there's no point. Is that right? If I get an extra rocket, it doesn't do anything, does it?
It doesn't. But what I have seen is, I know Dan Glass definitely overcommitted to some just to get cards out of his deck in case it didn't work.
Oh, okay, fine. And then what I'm going to do is pay. I think I'm going to pay 10, 20, and 30, and I'll go and buy a card. We will have. Let's have a look.
Government contracts gets better the longer the game goes.
So this one is worth $10 up to basically, well, let's say $60.
Well, the floor is zero. Floor is $0.
Yeah. But I mean, do a mission, it's now worth 10.
Yeah.
So the more you do, yeah. So it basically says do cheap missions, and then it'll become a real good paying card. Yeah. Okay.
Whereas the other one will always give you 20.
Which one? Oh, that one there. Yeah. Or I could just buy another rocket.
Yeah. They are in limited supply.
Oh, there's only one left.
Yeah, we bought one each, so one of us will end up with two of the basic small
fuck it,
rockets.
I'll buy it then. Yeah, I'll buy that. I will discard this base because I don't fancy it anymore. I'll keep my other card in hand, and then I'm going to attempt my launch, I guess.
Oh.
So I've got 2 boosts.
Yep.
And then I've got the 3 rockets required, so I will basically shuffle this deck and draw 3 cards, right? But I'll draw one at a time.
First one.
Okay, first one is a 1.
Would you like to abandon the mission?
So I'm currently here, and I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more.
You move it.
Oh, right, that's fine, yeah. There are 5 1s, which is bad. I really needed to draw, like...
I know the next card is a 0, so I think you should abandon the mission.
And if I fail this, I basically have to redraw another card.
No, if you abandon right now, there is no ill effect because you only draw 1 card.
I will draw a second card. It's a 2.
2. So you have to draw one of 5 cards.
Yeah,
versus
that's
drawing.
now a bad idea. So what I will now do is abandon, and because I played an extra draw, I will bin off that rocket.
You're terrible at space races. You're supposed to risk it all for humanity.
No, I'm not doing a Dan G.
All you have to do is start again.
Yeah. Okay, so end my round. I'll draw those 2. Take all of this lot.
Boys, can you Adam and Eve it? I've not drawn a rocket.
Okay, done.
Amazing.
That is fucking scandalous. Oh, dear. All right. In that case, I really like backup systems, so I'm going to buy it. I've got 10, 20, 30, $40, no rockets, to buy backup systems.
And what was backup again?
So it's got the micro.
Really good thing to do.
Oh, it's the advanced spot. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can still put your launch pad for any planet. It will give you at least 1 bump.
Yeah, and if you use it for Earth, you get 2 bumps.
Correctamundo. And I'm going to discard these 2 cards and draw up with no launch because I couldn't draw the rockets.
Supercomputers draw 2. I'll draw. Sorry. What's the discard? Draw 2 cards. You discard this card to draw 2.
You're correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Correctamundo.
It's just the way it's not. It's just the way. Does that mean it goes straight into your discard pile because it's got discard written on it?
No, we were putting them into our played cards area.
That's what I would think. It's just the concept of. It's like discard it to your played area. It's a little bit, yeah. The concept of like it hasn't really clocked yet. I understand perfectly how the card works,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
quite
You're
get
wondering
the
where-
terminology for you're effectively playing the card into your play area to activate its
Okay.
ability.
Yeah, this rulebook is a bear and some of those things. So basically, an asset's cards describe various possible actions. If it's discard, you either play this card as an item or money, which is the effect in the top corner, or you play it to use its ability. Either way, play it as part of a discard cards action, so it goes in your played cards area.
It's playing it as part of a discard cards action. If that makes sense.
That's blowing my
As
mind.
a sentence. I get it.
Because this game doesn't have a fucking discard pile.
It's got a warehouse.
It's got a warehouse.
So
I can deal with HQ and warehouse. It's just the in-play discard business.
Yeah, it's weird.
Go on, Ben. What are you up to?
I'm playing a space hotel to put down a space station as a rocket.
Ooh.
So I've now got enough to go to the Earth.
Go to the Earth. Yeah.
Yep, the Earth. That's what they call it. Going to pay for big data with itself to give myself a boost.
Nice.
I'm going to pay for a base with another 10 for another boost.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And then I'm going to... Do I discard now or do I launch now?
So it's play. God, this rulebook. Available actions. Oh, sorry. It's play, launch, then discard and
Right.
draw it.
So I am going to launch a mission.
All right. So you've
to
got
Earth.
double bump, and you draw shuffle, and then draw. No, put it down. Just hit R. Yeah, and now
There we go.
just quick drag top card. Not hold drag. Quick drag. That's it.
There we go. And we've got a 2.
So you
You're
are
on
at 4.
You're 4 away with 2 cards to draw. Would you like to
Keep
abandon?
going. Yeah, we'll keep going.
Quick draw, Ben. Quick draw.
Just a very slow man.
1. Ooh.
One.
So you need
You
3
have
more.
to be a bit scary.
You have to draw a 3 or a 4 or this mission fails.
And there's only 5
Right.
of them in there of a 16 card deck, so don't do it.
Well, Ben might not be a pussy like you.
Oh, Ben.
So
Ben, you should do
failing at
it.
this
You should
point
definitely listen to
would
Russ
mean
there.
that I discard everything, doesn't it?
You
Yes.
lose that, and you may also lose the mission.
And
Yeah.
interestingly, Ben, it's for 1 point, so I probably wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, I think we'll let that one fail, and I discard 1 card from my.
Any
my
one of these 4 you
launch
get
pad.
rid of, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Get rid of that.
We are terrible at the space race.
Not that.
Wow. All right, sad times.
Sad
Now
times.
you can judge based on your failure, your complete and utter failure at being a human being, what cards to maybe discard from your hand.
Yeah, that's
I'll
probably the better one because it can you can
Yeah.
play it for free if you draw it. Yeah.
So I'll discard that 1 card from my hand, and I'll do some tidy up, but I'm done with my turn.
Just so you guys know, when the color of the assets change from teal to pink, that's when there's likely more threats to be drawn.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's on me. I'm going to buy a card. What have I got?
Does that mean you're not launching Desmond Dan?
No, I'll be doing both.
Oh no! I hope you don't make it.
It's such a joke.
Well, I've got a vested interest. I'm trying to fucking beat you there.
All right, I like the look of this guy. So I'm going to pay... yeah, I'm going to pay $10, $20, $30 for it.
And the Helix.
Oh, sorry, you are totally... No, hang on. Oh, yeah, it's down there. And... Oh, I don't have a Helix. Yeah, I forgot about that bit. I was looking at the... Yeah.
Do you know what? Every single player misses this, so I think it's probably terrible graphic design.
But yeah, the other way of saying... Yeah, the other thing about it is right fucking there, though. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
what's this 2? The amount of copies in the deck?
Player count.
Oh, you don't
So
have them in the deck.
we're not playing any with the 4 in the bottom corner.
Okay, so that's 30. So I've got 30 to buy a card with. So I can basically have the contract or this first card, storage batteries. Remove 1 card from the game from your hand. So do you have to remove a card from the game from your hand or warehouse to then draw a card?
Yes, it lets you thin out your deck to draw a card.
But
It's pretty good.
it can just be used as the $20 without
Yeah, it's
having
very, very, very versatile in my opinion. So it's either $20 or a deck thinner.
Yeah, I'll take that one then. And then I will play that for free over that.
Please don't make it.
And then I will try and launch the rocket. So I start at 2 and I just shuffle draw. It's a 1. Seeing as this card basically pays for itself, I'm happy to draw another one. It's only a 1, so I'll pull out and then I'll just get rid of one of those rockets again.
We are not having a good time, boys.
I'm going to get rid of one of my cards, and then I'm going to draw my remaining 3, shuffle, draw 2, and my turn's done.
Right, I'm going to make it. Just so you know, I'm going to make it.
Oh, cool.
So these small rockets pay for themselves. I now have the required rockets. I'm going to spend these $10 to put backup systems into play. I now have 4
you're fine now.
I am going to, bear with me, I think I'm going to do this. Yeah. I'm going to burn this spaceship from my hand for 20, 30, 40 to buy a Hyperloop. When I use this to pay for a card, I get to draw a card.
Nice.
It's quite nice.
Yep.
I am indeed going to launch. I start with a 4 bump.
Yep.
And I'm going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2.
Definitely.
I can still fail.
Definitely try it though. Ooh.
Obviously,
oh no, there's only the zeros now, isn't there? Yeah. Go on, be a 0, be a 0, be a 0. Ah.
Just made it. Just made it. All right, so we have a successful mission for the first time in human history. There is a shuttle around Earth. Apparently, that's never happened before. The Irish got there first, you fucking losers. So what I do is I take this token and I cover this spot and I immediately score those points. So I get 2 points. I then remove this card from the game, gaining its benefit forever. So I now have 1 permanent rocket. And my launch pad gets discarded. And my turn ends.
Wow. You didn't say before though that they get removed from the game, but that's also fine.
So I thought I did. Yeah, you remove the mission from the game and gain the benefit.
Yeah, it makes sense because you can't do it again.
Yeah. So also, again, if we were playing my copy, this would be a little standee with a yellow zooming around.
I can't believe you made it. Actually, it's really hard to get there unless you've got extra bumps.
That's, I think, the whole point of the game, right? You've got to spend turns setting the launch up.
Yeah, and you may as well try your luck, but you do need to. You need to get those bumps, don't you?
I made human history just there.
I'm going to discard.
First Irish gay potatoes in space.
I'm going to play, not discard, because that's a different thing.
The annoying thing about that, Ross, is both of my objectives had be there first for that.
Well, you have to go for the other 2 then, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
One of my objectives had be there first for that.
Yeah, both of mine needed it, which is why I was trying to do it. Yeah.
So I'm spending 40 on a spacesuit.
I really like the spacesuit.
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, technically it's here still, but yeah.
Well, then I'm going to attempt a mission because I can, but I'm not really anticipating success.
Yeah, you need to draw like a 4.
Oh, hang on, no, I may as well do this as well. I'm going to put some rockets on it.
Oh,
I don't need any more rockets.
Just for something to discard, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that you start at 1 now, don't you?
Yeah.
He could draw the 4. He could draw the 4.
Yeah, if you draw a high number, did you shuffle first?
No.
No, the 3. We haven't seen the 3. That was a perfectly valid draw.
Yeah, we haven't seen it. I always shuffle after.
1, 2, 3. So do you want to? You still need to go 4.
You can 4 and 2 cards. Yeah, we can try that.
Well, you may as well because you've got a free rocket on there now, haven't you? You need to click. You need to click and drag quicker, Ben.
I'm so slow at clicking and dragging. There we go.
1,
do you know what?
2. You're halfway.
Your odds are better than 50-50, I think.
Yeah.
Let me just figure this out. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards that will get you there out of 16.
We'll go for it.
Oh, you will lose everything if you fail, which you just did.
You didn't get that.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah. I don't think I'd take those odds. Although
Are you too much of a pussy, Dan?
Considering what you lose, I mean, it's not like you're out of the game.
Oh, you don't have to lose the mission. You don't have to lose the mission.
Okay.
The mission is completely optional.
We'll bring that mission back.
Is it that
Actually,
top
will
one?
we? I might not. Nah, we'll keep it. It is the top one. There we go. You can stay put. Yeah, that probably wasn't worth it.
I mean, it's not like you've obviously had a setback, but it doesn't mean it's like you're done now. In my hopeful opinion, I'm just being nice, Russ.
Well, Dan Glass full on failed his 2 first missions and came very, very close second. So, in a game that shouldn't have ended when it did.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly.
All right. Okay, so I will pay. Is there anything up there for? Do I? Oh yeah, it's the whole do I go again basically on, or do I buy a card? Buying a card's like just an investment on points, isn't it?
And
Oh,
I've
there's
already
two
beat you, motherfucker.
supercomputers. Yeah, so I don't think I'm in a rush for it now. So what I'm gonna do I have that symbol though? I don't. I don't have that symbol either. So actually, I can't buy any card, really. So what I'll do then, there's $10 just to drop a rocket down. There's $10 to drop one down as well for the future discard. I'll discard this and I'll keep my last card. Well, actually, I don't need to discard that yet, but sure, whatever. I'm not buying anything because I can't afford anything. I will launch my rocket again. So I start at 2.
I'm going to draw your attention, by the way, to the cost of these bigger rockets. They do cost 1 item as well as the money, but it's any item.
Yeah, that's fine. 2. I will draw again because I put a card in there as a buffer. Another 2, and it's again not worth it. So I'll pull out and just lose a rocket.
Can we see if you would have made it?
Yeah, go on. No.
Good decision.
Good decision.
Now I am going to get rid of this, keep my last card, and draw my remaining 4. G, F, R, 1. Put it there. There you go, done.
What?
That's group, flip, shuffle, draw. G, group, F, flip. After their group.
This is a big long-term investment I'm going to set up here, I think.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to commit to building a space hotel in Earth's orbit, in the Moon's orbit. Who knows? You won't know until I launch. Actually, no, that's bad. Ignore me. Ignore me. Can I do this? Do this. Yeah, I am going to commit to a space hotel. I am then going to discard this space hotel for 10 schmeckles. I'm not. This pays for it. Oh, God. What am I doing? I have quite fancy. Have I got a helix? Nope. Have I got that? Nope. All right, it's fine. $30. 10, 20, $30. I am going to buy a government contract because I've done a mission now. So it's...
I was just thinking at the rate this game's going, we're going to be here for hours. Can't even do a mission.
Well, don't forget, we can burn cards for $20 if we really need to. I'm going to discard...
How does that help? That doesn't mean you actually achieve either in-game criteria.
That's very true.
You can buy these disasters.
The thing is that like you're probably not seeing it because you haven't done missions, but after like a couple of missions, you suddenly have loads of bonus rockets, bonus money.
Yes, you do.
Stuff starts happening.
Yeah. Right. Gonna put my big data back into play. Oh, hang on. Maybe it's worth buying something with big data.
Yeah, I had that decision a minute
ago.
Is
it 10, is it? Oh, you can buy them on top. Yeah, it's 10 and put it on top. So, yeah, it might help you accelerate your rocket earlier. Actually, I think you should just put it there. Don't worry about what's on the market.
What's this triangle that I can take from the display?
Oh, Christ. What does that do?
Oh, yeah. So these are these cards that deal with threats. So it's looking for the one threat type that isn't out.
Right, okay.
You should future invest it, because that means because it's not out, it's more likely to come out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these. I think there's 2 of these cards for every threat type in the deck, and they circumvent these mega costs up here as well. Look, because you've spent a 30 investment to later clear the threat.
And it's cash in the short term.
Yeah, it generates $20 a turn as well. I have $20 every time you draw it. So
that's the play. Buy that card.
Yeah,
I actually do think those cards are good. In fairness,
yeah, I am going to buy it. So.
It's okay though. The reason I said don't look at the market is irrelevant because I don't even have the symbol to buy the card I wanted anyway.
Have you?
And it goes on top of my HQ because I use big data.
Disgusting.
And I'm going to discard.
Where is big data? Oh, you're putting stuff straight into your warehouse.
Yeah,
he's cheating the system. Although to be fair, I've not yet had any reason to do something different.
It makes it easier if you want to kind of reverse where you're.
Well, there is a card I now have, which now means I need to make sure my warehouse is always separated from my in-play, but that has not existed till now. So what yours?
I think it's to stop any loops, basically. Check out reusable parts.
Okay. I'm discarding those 2 cards, ending my turn.
After a successful mission, you may choose not to discard 1 card from your launchpad. Yeah, reusable parts. Oh, it's so thematic. Okay, right, brilliant. Here we are again.
Trying to get this ship into Earth's orbit.
I'm going to buy a card though first. So there's 20 monies. Which look, this is the card I was just saying. It refers to my warehouse. I'm not going to use the ability because I don't know how to evaluate my deck still properly. So there's 20 monies, 30 monies, 40 monies. And do I want to make it 50? I mean, I could buy one of these. No, I can't because I don't have that symbol.
It's any symbol. That's any symbol.
Yeah, but... Oh, even a rocket?
No, not a rocket. Sorry.
Yeah, so I don't have that symbol.
Any item.
So, yeah, so I don't have that symbol. So what I'm going to do to allow me to get that symbol is I'm going to pay...
This will do it.
Oh, that is 40 monies. Yeah, I'm going to buy the Research Institute because it helps me...
buy things, and it's always a bump on a mission. Always, every single time.
And you can only buy 1 card a turn, right?
No, you can buy as many cards as you have money to buy, but you just don't get any change.
Yeah, of course.
I like global internet.
I like the fact you've got to pay to get that in play, though, on the launch pad.
Yeah.
I could buy that 20, but I'm not going to. So what I'm going to then do is I'm going to drop that there again. Hang on, that's the complete wrong card. I'm going to drop that there.
Okay, are we attempting a mission?
Yeah, I'm going to keep going for it every time I kind of can.
I think you'll make it this time.
Yeah. It doesn't seem likely, if I'm honest. 2, and we'll go again. It's another 2, and again the odds are shit. Because I need to... There's 16 cards in the deck, and I don't want 7 of them, which is...
9 will get you there.
Yeah, it's just under 50% failure, and the failure is really, really penalising. So no, I'll fuck it. They can go back.
This is not how you win Rocketmen, Dan.
Yeah. And I'll discard that card.
You should fail spectacularly. That's how you win.
I'll discard that card there. I'll keep the card I'm holding. I'll draw those 3. Select G, F, R. Move over.
That sounds like a Roald Dahl book.
Draw 2 more. Done.
The BFR.
Oh, I failed. So I will also. Sorry, this should have gone in my deck. That should have been one of the ones I could have drawn. Yeah, there you go. Done.
Okay, good.
That's actually worse than my hand because the 2 cards I drew before were really nice.
So I've got 40 and those symbols. Let's have a look.
I just want to fucking do a mission.
I don't think you deserve to do a mission. Okay. I got it. I'm going to use Hyperloop to generate 20 bucks. And I'm going to buy reusable parts. And when used to pay, I draw a card from my HQ.
Very nice. I'll refill the card, yeah?
Yes, please.
There you
go. So that's the one that will deal with those threats.
Yeah.
Okay. I will generate 10 bucks to place a rocket out, and I'll generate another 10 bucks to place a rocket out. I will keep both cards in my hand. I cannot launch, and I will draw.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to generate 30 bucks.
30 schmeckles.
Which I'm going to use to buy myself an internet.
Do you have the flask as well?
No. That's a very annoying question.
He doesn't, does he?
I say this because I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a TTS issue or what, but my last game also both players struggled with that concept.
Oh, I've missed it once, but then because I missed it thinking I could get it, I've now not failed to get it.
Yeah, I do have a flask. I just was planning to put it in my launch pad, but instead I will use it to buy that. And then I'll pay another 10
So
to stick a rocket on.
That's the same as my backup systems earlier, but this one's better for Mars missions.
Is there one for each? Only one for each or something?
So how it works is the first half of the deck gives you mostly Earth and Mars symbols, and the bottom half, Earth and the Moon symbols, and the bottom half of the deck gives you mostly Mars and Moon symbols.
Yeah, okay. Right, my go. I can basically buy a card for 20 and add a card to my launch pad, or 30 if I have the...
I hope you've seen how important these backup systems are.
Yeah, well, I can't afford that one unless I burn this card. Actually, I think I should grab that just in case, because I can't really let Russ get another one of those. So there is base out the game. And that's generated me 20 monies. With that 20 money plus another 20, I'll buy backup systems. And then I will plot that rocket in my thing for free. And then I will attempt the mission again.
Good luck, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously not expecting this to go through. So there is a 2, and I'll go again.
The bold.
And there's another 2, and again I will pull out because it's still not enough. You need to basically put one of those needs to be a fucking 3 or 4. I failed. I will lose 1 card because I drew 1 card over. It would be the card that goes in there for free. Done. I will now discard.
If it helps, Dan, I still believe in you.
I discard that card there. My hand is 1, so drawing 4, grouping, flipping, shuffling, drawing 1 more, moving it over, end turn done.
All right, I am going to do rockets that pay for themselves.
This game's hard.
Game is hard. $10 for a backup systems, another $10 for a spaceship, and I'm going to attempt to launch. I need 5 rockets. I've got 4 plus a permanent 1 for 5. And I'm going to get 3 bumps.
Yeah. You'll probably just nail it here now.
There's 2. There's 2. I'm going to have to go, right?
Hope you fail.
And there's 2.
Yeah.
Boom. I have built a space hotel in Earth's orbit. I score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. I lose this from my deck, but I get a permanent bonus of $20 per turn.
So you've just nailed that now. So obviously, I'm just now questioning, like, are we actually making right decisions in this game, or should we be risking it way more than we are? But on the fact that risking it for me is just slightly better than 50%.
My understanding
risking it at slightly better than 50% didn't end well, Dan.
My understanding is it is a higher risk, high reward game. That's how they've designed it.
Yeah, it seems like I shouldn't risk it, basically. But it's like, now you've done that, you're now set up to just carry on your game further and further and further. And it's like, what do you do about that other than risk it and maybe fail?
I have only done 2 Earth missions, though.
Put some rockets to pay for themselves in play. I've paid for that data. I've paid for a second data. Let's launch at the Earth.
We are drawing all the 2s, though, aren't we, between us?
Well, there are. I mean, that deck is terrible, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's not got a lot of high end.
So what was your initial bump? So you got 2, and you just drew a 2, so you're at 4.
Yeah.
So would you want to go again?
2, 3, 4. So I'm going to get 4 and 2 cards.
Which could be 1 card.
It could be 1 card.
If you draw a 4 or a 3, you're laughing.
Yeah, and I've got 3 rockets, so I can afford to lose 1, no problem. So I'll do 1 more.
You lose the free one, don't you?
Oh, no, I need the
Okay, you've got the annoying combo then of having a 2, which now means all of... Oh, no, hang on a minute. You now want to avoid 7 cards of a 16 deck again. So, yeah, you've got the odds I've had literally the last 4 times I've done it.
Which I think is about 56% of success.
Yeah, which is terrible.
Yeah, last time I did that, it was almost... In fact, I had better odds last time. It didn't end well for me. I think I'm going to bottom out here and discard that 1 useless rocket.
Just questioning, why would you lose the... I know this has got 2 on it, but if you want to put
because I need 2 rockets to launch, so currently I can launch again immediately.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, I understand. Let's see if you would have won, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
No.
Ooh,
Good
decision.
And
right, done.
Over to Dan.
Yes, so this is all going very, very well. Very well.
The thing is, even my reward isn't even that exciting.
So here's what I'm going to do. Here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay $20, $10,
Yeah,
and my research institute to buy this supercomputer.
which you've been trying to buy for a while.
And then,
Planning. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's what you want to launch. Look at that.
Jesus. And then, how many rockets did I need for this? I needed 3, and I've only got 3. Yeah, okay. I can't put another one in, so I will.
Were you not tempted? Were you not tempted to put that there rather than buy a card?
Oh, is it one of those symbols for that as well?
It's all 3. It's all 3 items.
Ah. No, it's too late. I've revealed information. It's fine. But
Sorry,
you're right.
really-
I only thought that I didn't see the symbol on that. I saw it as a wild for buying. But you're right. It's obviously it can be used here as well.
Yeah,
I just,
you get
I
these-
just, yeah.
you
I
get them
only
as permanent
considered
as
it.
well.
I only considered it for buying. That was my bad. The question: backup systems here.
Yep.
I know the symbol's not right, but can you use the abilities text?
Yeah, you can put anything you like on the mission. You could just put. So you can use the launchpad just to take cards out of your deck.
No, what I
No,
mean is the
that's
text
why
on it. If I
I'm
read the
gonna-
text only, it says during launch,
Yeah.
advance your
I'm gonna
marker
get
one
to that.
space.
I'm going to get to that now. If you decide to do an Earth mission, you will get nothing for this, but you would get a bump for this.
All right, there's $10 to put that down then.
Yeah.
All right,
They're
cool.
pretty good for like all missions.
So now I've got 3 bumps. Yeah?
You're going to draw all the 2s again and then bail. Or you're going to draw a 0. and
No, if I
bail.
draw 2 2s, then I've got a really good shot because I need one.
Yeah, you're going to draw a 0 and a 2.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are 7 cards in the 18 deck I don't want, basically. So here we go.
Oh,
There we go.
that's
I-
made up for all your
I
variants.
will draw again. It'll probably be... Yeah, we've made it, boys!
It's taken 17 generations.
We're here, we made
You
it!
score a point.
Yeah! I can't believe I made it. And then there's missions out of the game.
Yeah, but you do now have a permanent rocket.
What? Which one's that?
That one. Don't forget about it. I often do.
I don't know what I want to do now. Yep, I'm going to keep my last card. So I've got 1, drawing 4, flipping, shuffling, need 1 more. Going over, oops, yeah. End turn done.
This is going to be quite telling. Okay, so I'm going to commit to a space hotel. Now, I've already built one in Earth orbit, so you know I'm going to the moon.
Yeah.
I am going to use my government contract to generate... Oh, that pays for itself, obviously. Use my government contract to generate 20 space schmeckles. There's another 20 space schmeckles. Sorry, this is wrong. There's another 20 space schmeckles. So that's 40. There's 50, plus a symbol to buy this rocket.
Yeah.
I will discard this base, and that's my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, Ben. You need to do a mission now. I believe in you.
happen. So
I've
I can
done
launch
1.
already.
Russ has
I'm
done
gonna
2. I should have beaten him to that first one, to be honest.
I'm going to put that in as a free.
Your shuttles can now take people to my space hotel.
Shut up.
Going to pay that. So I've got 2 put in for free. I can put another one in for free, but I've got nothing useful to put in.
Wow, and you got 4
Um,
bumps.
Yeah, I could throw something else in just to.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see that 2 bumps probably isn't going to get you there, generally speaking.
Oh, I saw that
I'm
after
afraid-
2 failed attempts, mate.
So I'm going to use global internet because I used it to pay for itself. So I presume that means I can put that into my launchpad for free if I've read that correctly.
Why is that right?
So no, this is interesting. So the rule
No,
is
you
is
didn't
it-
buy a card. You didn't pay.
Yeah.
It's paying
I
as a
see.
card from the market.
So
In
again,
that case.
bugbear of a fucking rulebook. If you put this into your launchpad, this doesn't actually generate anything, but because it has a monetary value, it pays for itself.
Right.
But it doesn't
okay.
trigger that.
Fine.
Very silly.
I will spend. Do I put any more in?
By the way, I challenge you both to read this rulebook if you get a chance. It's absolutely atrocious.
No. Why?
I've got most of my knowledge for this off a couple of videos.
I'm going to generate 30
I think it's a good game, though. I know you're having a bear of a time, but I really like
used
this game.
by some supercomputers because that's just fundamentally good.
We now have industrial espionage.
Then we'll launch an optimistic mission.
Nice. It's a copy of an opponent's card.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh yeah, we never put those back in.
I got it.
Yeah, go for it, Dan.
I don't know what you're using there to play this game, Ben, but you clearly have a harder time dealing with things.
I do.
Are you on a trackpad or a mouse?
I'm on a mouse, but it is a shit mouse.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that is the problem.
What is it? Is it just like a shitty laptop, or is it a gaming PC or desktop? Or what?
It's a solid. It's my work laptop, so it's a good laptop. But it's my own mouse that I bought at the start of lockdown, and is shite.
You've got one. You need three. Three for you is still
two cards.
If one of them's a 2, you're then really. You then only have if you draw one more and it's a 2 or higher, then all of these are good for you, and only the 0s are bad.
Yeah,
I've done a risk assessment, and if you don't get that satellite to orbit, I can't watch sports.
Well, in that case, I'm not going to even try.
Are you bailing?
I'm bailing.
Yeah, fair. Let's see what you would have won. A 3. Oh, you would have made
it. You should never do that to yourself.
Yeah,
that's how people end up on the ends of ropes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh shit, we're being recorded. Strike that from the record.
No, it's fine. We're idiots. Aha. Right. My go?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I need to flip my $20 back.
I'm going to commit to a satellite mission. It might be Earth. It might be the moon.
Who fucking knows?
Who knows, indeed.
Can you please make it not the moon? Because I need to get there first. What?
Right. If I don't do that mission, actually, I could have more monies. Monies is good, right?
It lets you buy things. It's helped me so far. It's helped me launch my my space hotel business, and I've even got ships that take me there. My space hotel's been so successful, I'm trying to put one around the moon.
Oh, God. What cards are around? During launch, draw 3 cards from the mission deck. I mean, that is pretty sexy, but...
Your first draw is a choice of 3, isn't it?
That's amazing. Yeah, that's really flexible. And this one's quite good as well for selecting an opponent to use their card. Right, I'm going to put this rocket booster here for free. I'll pay 10. I'll put this rocket here as well. And I will
just so you're aware, you had enough rockets to get to the moon with just that first rocket booster.
The moon?
3 rockets.
Oh, only
you have 4 rockets right now.
Oh yeah, getting to the moon. I mean, getting to the moon is like impossible right now. I've got no boosts for it, and I've got to get all the way up there.
Do you know what? I'm glad you don't work for NASA with that attitude.
I can barely get here, let alone up here.
It's only 2 extra spaces. You get a whole extra card.
No, it's just. Hang on, no, you could attempt it, right? If you draw really, really well. I mean, I haven't put a lot of commitment here. That's only 1 card I've paid for, isn't it?
So just to be clear on this, though, when you decide to go for a mission, at that point you must declare your target planetary body.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So if you do happen to make it to Earth after declaring the moon, it's tough shit.
Okay. Just to see how it looks, it's quite fun. I'm going to try and launch this then.
Oh, you've got no boosts. That's insane.
Yeah, precisely, but I can see what the first card is.
So if you draw a 4, you can be tempted into exploding in space.
Yeah, I mean, I've got 4 cards to draw here.
Are you going to Earth or the moon?
If I go to...
Are you going to try and steal Ben's point off him?
Oh, is Ben going to Earth? Yeah, we're going to pick Earth. I'm picking Earth. We're going to see what happens. And the other 2 cards, yeah, don't do anything. Okay, fine. So I've got no boosts. Let's see what the first card is. It's a 1.
I am bailing.
It's a 1. With that 1, I mean, I've got to go a long way.
3, 4. You have to draw a 4 and a 3. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail on that one.
But we all had fun.
Yeah, we all had fun. And then I'm going to keep my 2 cards. I will draw 4 more.
That was all.
End turn done.
So I've got 40. All right, I do want to do that. I do feel like my engine's slightly better than your guys, unfortunately, at the minute. So I'm gonna spend $20 on my Hyperloop, plus $20 for my Space Hotel, plus a backup systems chip to buy strategic planning.
At the moment, this is one of those games, right? At the moment, it seems like you're unstoppable.
It does. I agree.
Some momentum winning, isn't there? And you've got 2 wins, or well, Dan's on 1.
Well, you've got 2, but the card you've bought and the tokens you've got are just.
Yeah, because I deliberately built the Space Hotel, didn't I? So that's given me money.
Well, I didn't expect to get stuck on this for so long.
That was funny. That's free. There's $10 to put reusable parts down. I am done. To be fair, though, I'm a way off starting the Space Hotel mission.
Yeah, but you can get to it quicker than basically I can get to something.
Okay, I'm going to play
G. Yeah, we go G.
$50.
Yeah, I've started to pick up what's good and what's bad after one play, though, so I probably have a better idea of what I should be doing as well.
Yeah, $50.
$50. I'm buying industrial espionage.
I like that one
because now I can just nick off Russ, and then I'm gonna launch a mission.
You leave my cards alone.
So your bump is again
4 bumps.
So yeah, go for it. Draw your first card.
2.
Okay, now you need to avoid 7 cards in a 17 deck.
No, no, because he's got 3 cards. He only has to avoid both zeros as long as.
Oh yeah, but
so
right now he needs to avoid those 2. But if it's at least a 1, then you need to. There we go. You've made it.
Go.
We all fucking do some champagne. Ben's made it. First one to launch a satellite into Earth orbit. And you see my.
Wait, no, you didn't want to do that. You need to bin that card you just completed.
Oh yeah.
I give you your point.
Is it that one?
And that
no, it wasn't that one.
No, it was the satellite.
It was the satellite that gave 10.
It's in this deck of 6.
Yeah.
There it is.
There we go.
And that gives you 1 permanent rocket. Don't forget you have that.
Thank you.
Now you may discard and draw.
Yep, I will discard 1 card.
This looks so much cooler in real life with all the miniatures. They'd all be hovering over there, it's hanging out.
To hand.
Such a miniature fan. Right.
So Dan, just out of curiosity, is your aim now to launch that into Earth's orbit for no points but the permanent rocket, or are you actually going to try and make it to the moon? 2 points.
Well, you'll find out after my turn.
Oh, okay.
So, oh, hello, Iris. Yep, that's nice. What shall I buy? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pay 20.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
If I use this for the ability, does it then not use the symbol for the purchase?
So with discard abilities, I know it's very badly worded. It's either or. It's that or that. And if you have any questions about that, the man's name's on the back of the card.
Okay, I'm using this for the discard to draw 2 cards. I'm gonna leave that there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, great. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, that's been used. So 30. I've then got... Well, all the money is irrelevant now. Fucking brilliant. All right, so that 30 will just simply buy me this card. Okay.
Okay, there is an afterburner now.
This here will...
Oh, that's a good one.
Stack up for itself. Oh, hang on. Why is that good? Didn't see that.
It's only just come out.
Remove this card from the game. Then advance your marker 1 space on the mission track. You can do this even after your final mission success.
So basically, if you've whenever you want during a launch, you can remove this from your launch pad from the game to bump one. So if you get to here with the cards, you could burn afterburners to finally make it.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's quite flexible actually. I could buy that rather than put that down then. Yeah, okay, fuck it. So then there's that card there. I'll put there for another 10. And asteroid mining will be 20, and I'll then take the afterburner as well.
We're into the bottom half of the deck. That means there are 6 more threats.
And then I'm going to get rid of this, and this, and this. And then I'll refill my hand. I'm not launching a mission. Actually, no. No, I'm not launching a mission.
I just can't be bothered.
Oh, it seems so dangerous. Okay. All right, we're good.
All right. What's the plan for me? I'll spend 10 to put these large rocket boosters out. So I've got 6 of the 7 rockets I need. I need more boosts. That's the only issue I've got. So any of those flasks out. There's one there. But... Oh, brilliant. Okay. Oh, no, not brilliant. No, it's brilliant. I'm going to remove this base from the game for $20.
That's nobody doing that now, because that's all 3 of us have binned it.
No. Oh, you mean the base mission?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there is 2 base missions in each of our decks.
But to that one specifically?
No. If you look on the base mission, it does eat the planet. So you've still got 1 attempt left in your deck.
Oh, okay. It's the same
So
symbol then, the other base mission. Right.
$40 and this microchip to buy supercomputers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting any change, which is a real shame. Quantum computers, eh?
Wow, these cards are getting expensive.
I'll keep the cards in my hand.
If only I had some way of recurring money to buy them.
Got a space hotel, my friend. You got 2 in your deck.
Well, we are. I'm going to discard some supercomputers to draw 2 cards. And hopefully these are going to be in some way good. Put that on my launch pad. Don't know where I want to go, but I know I want to go there.
Yeah.
Do I want that? No, there's no chance of achieving that. Yeah, okay. I will...
And I never gave up hope when things got me down. It's National Treasure, Ronan Keating.
Going to prepare another satellite. No, I'm not. I'm going to pay 10 to put a multi-purpose spacesuit into my launch pad.
Very nice. That's the one that...
Yeah,
oh, hang on. I haven't seen
throw
that.
away a bad mission card. And then I'm going to end my turn. I just need to decide how much I'm discarding. Because I don't really want any of this shit. Actually, it's not true. I want one of them. Over to Dan.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. Right, so I'm going to pay $10 to place the backup systems in my pad. I'm going to pay another $10 to drop the afterburner in my pad. I'm then going to... that seems...
It's interesting because one of them's a bump for Earth 3 and one of them's a bump for the Moon.
Yeah, it seems... Unless I get a real good first card, I'm not going to go for it. So I'm going to try and launch to the Moon. So I've got 3 bumps.
3 bumps?
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Isn't it? Because of that symbol?
No, you got 1 bump for 2 bumps.
Okay, that corner symbol doesn't do it then. 2 bumps then. Fine, fuck it.
Yeah, that one is for Earth only.
No, it's the star in the corner I was obeying the logic for. But
No,
the star means the text, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then I will just simply draw first card, see what happens. It's a 3.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I just
5.
put that marker there,
Yeah, I am 5 away, which is...
With afterburners, you should be guaranteed.
Well, we're going to try it. So I'm going to draw again. It's a 1.
You're effectively 3 away with afterburners, if that helps. You're 4 away, but effectively 3 away.
Yeah, so what do I want? I'm 3 away, and that means I need to avoid a 1, which means I need to avoid 7 cards in a 16 deck again, and that's just better than 50%.
I think you've got to try. You only lose 2 cards at this point because you get to draw 4, don't forget.
Yeah,
This
okay, we'll go again.
until the 4th
So
card.
3.
So you've made it. Even if this card's a 0, you can afterburn. So
I may as well draw it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, hang on, no, either way round.
You'll make it. Trust me. If that's a 0, you burn your afterburn.
I'm just saying for the fact that none of my abilities trigger on anything different, there's literally no point in me drawing this card, which is a 1.
All right, so let's go through the process. You made it. It is a satellite in the orbit of the moon. You get 2 points.
Yeah, I can't believe I got there. Oh, this
You are
game's
the first-
easy.
You are the first person to the moon, so you'll score a point at the end of the game.
I'm going to drop my satellite up there as well.
So you have another permanent rocket, so I'll flip that. You now have 2 permanent rockets. And that's it. Well done. Fucking moon satellite man Dan.
Oh yeah, I'm all over this shit. All right, now do I want to discard my last cards?
You bastard. I was trying to get that point.
Oh yeah. Beat your own game, you dirty scoundrel. I will keep my last card and then I'll draw 5 more. End turn done.
I've got one of those weird turns where I'm short money. I've just got $10 in my hand. Oh no. Oh,
I don't
no.
care.
So
I want you to fail hard.
I'll spend that $10 to play Detailed Planning, which is the last rocket I need, plus it's that really nifty ability. I'm going to discard these 2 rockets, because I don't need them anymore. I'll discard this, because it doesn't help me get where I need to go, but I'll keep this card, and I am done. I will get a space hotel to the moon, boys, if it kills me.
Well, we are. I'm going to...
Oh, what are you looking for? Oh, you're doing another money generator. Yeah, I'd like a money generator, to be honest.
We'll build a fucking space hotel, then.
There is 50 money, and what I'm buying is going on top of my deck.
Oh, shit, I did have money. So I get $20 a turn. Forget it, it's fine.
Oh.
I'm an
Is there
idiot.
anything you want to do differently?
No, don't worry about it. I've drawn my hand and all sorts now.
Okay. And
I
I'm gonna
always
buy
forget
myself
about these.
some quantum computers.
Quantum? Did you have the symbols? Does it need symbols?
Do you have the DNA symbol?
Oh, no, I don't.
That's a little sub game in itself that I'm finding amusing.
It's going really well.
That's
I'll buy some large rocket
that's
boosters.
one for me. I failed that I've tried to trigger, although I've said about it a second time.
That needs any symbol, Ben. So any symbol will do. That isn't a
I
rocket.
do that symbol.
That isn't.
No, that isn't a rocket.
That isn't a rocket. Oh, for fuck's sake.
It has to be an item.
What is this? A
I
rocket
don't
you're
have
trying to
that
buy?
either. Right, in that case, this is going to be a much less exciting turn than the one I was aiming for.
I love it.
Well, designer drugs is money.
That gives me 20 to play with, which is, to be fair, I can use 20 on putting things into my launch pad.
This game's
So,
This bloody symbol. I don't know.
oh, hang on. No, I do have a symbol. I've got a symbol on data. I've got a data symbol.
Oh, you've
on
made a
data.
microchip. Yeah.
Everything's okay. And it's definitely that I understand the game and not that I looked into it.
And that goes on top because you've got that. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, big data combo.
Right.
Still no mission though. We don't know what he's doing.
That makes 3 of us. I'm going to discard that and end my turn.
Genius. Okay, fine.
What nations are you all representing?
What? Who? What? I'm just going to play my turn.
You know, theme's a big deal for me.
Hang on a second. Russ, I need you to damage 1 card out my hand, please. Not one of the ends 2. Not these 2, because they are... Thank you very much. Somehow I've missed a card. And I had 7 in hand.
I've done it. I've done the Magic the Gathering Judge fix. Actually, brief aside, Internet, if you're interested in Magic the Gathering Judge fixes, do you know what the fix is? If at competitive play, if I've called to your table and we discover you have an extra card in hand.
Well, you lose the game, didn't you?
No, you used to actually, but they changed it because that was deemed too harsh. So around 2014, 2015, they changed it. What you do now is you reveal your hand to your opponent. They choose one of those cards, and that is shuffled back into your deck, so you lose your best card.
Oh yeah,
which is a much less harsh penalty than you losing the game.
Yeah, and I think it's a less harsh, definitely. Yeah, well described.
We called it the Thoughtseize fix.
Fuck you. Okay, we're going to go all in for buying a big card here. I think that is 50.
Big data.
Yeah, that is 50 to get that. No, I don't. Oh, it's draw 3 cards, isn't it?
That's a lot of cards.
Yeah, I like that actually. We're going to buy that. Okay.
I don't know why I spoke.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and spaceship.
Nope, that needs to be a Helix.
Well, there you go then. Thank you. And we are then going to discard this last card.
This channel has an appropriate name. That's all I'm going to say. Holy smokes.
Oh, Christ. No card commit there. I'd simply bought a big card.
Can I buy a more things? Oh my God.
Can I buy a more things? Yeah, brilliant.
This will get you to Mars, won't it?
That will help.
20, 40, 50. I can buy it too.
I want to see you try.
No, I'm missing. Oh, no, I have the flask. I can buy it. Holy moly. I think I'm going to do it. So what do I need? $70 plus those two. 20, 40, 50. Yeah, okay. Got it. There's 20. Ready for this? There's 40. There's 50. There's 70. There's the first symbol. There's the second symbol.
Damn it.
Purchased.
I noticed you always rotate your cards 3 times. Why don't you just push the other Q or E button?
You can shut your face. I'm done. I'm terrible with left and right at the best of times. I'm going to keep the card in my hand, draw this, pass to Ben.
Okay, I've got a question.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should try racing ahead rather than slow up and buy stuff. Go on.
If I use this to pay to put something else on my launch pad, is that being used to pay, or is it only when I'm buying cards?
If you put it over here to generate money, and you spend that in any way, shape, or form, you're using it to pay.
Cool. Okay, in that case, I'm going to pay 10, having generated it with that, put these rockets into my launch pad, and then I get a free 10, well, a free insert in the launch pad with that.
Yeah.
And then I can send one of these things into...
This is all looking good, and I imagine you want to do a moon mission.
You are correct. So I'm going to pay 10 to put this. I think these are identical. Not that I'm revealing what I've got in my hand or anything. Yeah, put that there. And we're going to launch to the moon.
He's looking to put the first spaceship into...
So you have got... What is this?
I've got 1 bump.
No, you've got 3 bumps for the moon. You've got 2 for this card. No, you've got 1 for this card. But this card's got a question mark on it, which also is a wild bump, right?
No. This card is going to become a copy of any one of our cards, so he's probably going to pick...
I have no cards.
I'll pick reusable parts, which is a bump.
Okay, you can pick reusable parts, which is a bump, or you can pick detailed planning, which will let you choose one of 3 cards to use for your first mission card. But if the mission succeeds, you would have to lose your industrial espionage.
Yeah, I want to keep my industrial espionage.
Right.
Unless I can remove detailed planning from the game.
No, because your card becomes a copy of it.
Okay, so I've got 2 bumps.
And if you succeed, you'll get to retain a card.
Yes. And if I fail, I can discard 1 fewer.
Ben, please stop spying on me. I don't appreciate it. 3's good.
3, that's a good start.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going.
Yeah,
I would. At the moment, totally consequence free.
1's not so great. Now you're 4 away and you need to draw 2 cards.
I need to do 4 in 2 cards.
Also, at the moment, you're losing 1 card. Can you afford to lose a second card, basically, is your question?
Currently, I'm not losing any cards because I've got reusable parts.
No, that's only if you succeed.
That's only if you succeed.
So if you fail the mission right now, you'll lose 1 card. If you draw another card, you would need to lose 2 if you then still fail. Can you afford to lose 2?
Yeah, I can.
Well, then you may as well draw.
Yeah. Hang on. Multiple purpose spacesuit. I can do it on previous one. It has to be just drawn. Okay, so we'll do 1 more.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, Oh, yeah.
3.
Okay,
You've
well
got-
now you obviously go again, and your spacesuit is your is yours.
Basically, the only way you don't make it, I have to say it because it means it'll happen, is that you draw 2 zeros. That you draw 0, then you discard it and draw 0.
Well, that's not going to happen.
There you go. You made it.
Hey,
One.
made it. You have built.
Right.
You have launched a spaceship to the moon. You can wave at Dan's satellite.
That's why I did it. I just wanted to follow Dan.
So you get 3 points.
You are now in second place. You burn that from your deck. You get a second permanent rocket. And you discard everything on your launch pad, but because you have reusable parts, you get to retain one of those cards.
Which one?
Not the one that pays for itself, of course.
Fucking well.
Yeah.
I don't seem as far ahead now, do I?
No, you still are. You still got a better deck.
I think we keep the rockets.
Always got a better deck.
You're just hearing a different word in your head.
No, I'm not. I'm fucking amazing at deck builders and fucking.
Those are the 2 key skills in life.
They are the 2 key skills in life.
But you give it to the wrong deck.
I'm good at deck building, fucking, and dodging pussy.
Such a jerk. Oh, Christ. I've not thought about my turn in any way whatsoever. I was too engrossed in your own turns.
It was a very exciting turn.
Okay, I need to do this.
You know what, Ben? That was the most exciting non-me turn.
I'm committing to a space hotel which pays for itself.
Oh.
I need to get some monies. I need the monies.
Please don't build it on the moon. I want to build it there first.
Oh, why have you always got the same fucking card?
Well,
You're obviously going to build it there first because you've got all of these cards already.
Well, you should have been paying attention to my fucking Irish potato NASA.
All right, and then I could buy something, or I could put more cards down. Right. I don't really like any of these cards.
I'm setting up to go to Mars.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this card to draw 2.
I mean, that seems like a good start.
You can't be going to Mars. Your mission doesn't allow you.
No, this mission, no, but my next mission is definitely going to be Mars.
Oh, I could buy a large rocket now, actually.
This is annoying, actually. I can't attempt. I really would like to launch on my turn, but I don't think I can.
Okay. I'm going to play 10-20, 30-40, 50.
40 schmeckles. 50 schmeckles.
50.
Good night.
Yeah, 50 there to and this base, which gets me this rocket. Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, do I even need the rockets? I've got 2 free rockets, you see.
I do see that. But have you looked at the requirements for Mars? It really depends where you want to get to.
If you draw a 0 mission success card, discard this to advance your marker 2 spaces. I mean, I like that. That's quite flexible. What's this one? Discard this card.
So redraw, like Ben has.
And that needs that, and that needs that. In fact, I'm not going to buy this rocket here. I'm going to instead I'm going to discard the same card here, the base card, which then allows me access to this. Yeah.
Nice.
And then I'm going to put that there for free.
The depot says permanent launchpad. You may not discard the depot at any time. You can use a depot once per turn. Place any card for free from your hand onto the depot, or take all cards from your depot to your hand.
I'm then going to bin this card off and then draw another 6 cards. And done.
That's legit as all the dicks. Right. I'm going to spend 20 plus 10 is 30. Buy these designer drugs, because I actually, funnily enough, I'm struggling with money. Oh, fuck's sake. We need to start clearing these hazards.
Is that the royal we?
And then I'm literally out of money, so I'll discard some cards. I'll discard this, I'll discard this, I'll discard this, I'll discard this, and I'm done.
Okay. I'm going to discard some supercomputers and draw 2 cards.
I think my struggle is I've done the Space Hotel missions, but not burnt the shitty rocket missions.
Which I think I've done 2 of now, haven't I?
Yeah, you do. You have 2 rockets. So does Ben.
Yeah.
I am going to. This is not an inspiring hand. Can I do anything?
I think I can launch next turn.
I'm just confused about something. This symbol here is the same symbol as my space hotel.
Sure.
And what's this bit at the top?
That is the reminder of how many rockets you need.
Right. Okay, that's fine. That's what that was. Okay, that's fine. I thought it was linked to the reward.
It is linked to the reward.
Well, look at my space hotel. The reward on it is 20 monies.
Yeah, that's a misprint.
Okay, that's why. That's exactly why I was confused.
These 2 are the wrong way around.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Oh, is there a real life one like that?
I'm gonna check.
Because that'd be really fucking annoying if it is, right?
We will put this space hotel in paying for itself.
Oh, and not you as well.
The real life one is fixed.
Okay.
That is great news.
Yeah, imagine if it was. It's a little bit weird. Why this one's this is obviously an early.
So the real life one has got across the top there 1 rocket, $20, 3 rockets, wild.
Yeah.
Paid 10 to put some microchips into my launch pad.
Oh, you're going to Earth then. Nice.
Oh, that's why I thought I had more money than it because I had a card I wasn't paying attention to. Piss.
Are you done? Are you done?
Are you done?
Do I want to do anything else? No, I've realised I've got more money than I thought I did. Nah, it's still a shit hand. Because unless I want to do...
Oh, internet, if you are non-sleevers, I'm okay with that. But please at least leave the mission success deck.
Oh, God, yeah.
Actually, I tell you what, rather than putting that base into play, I've got 10. Going to bring that up to 30. Going to burn this spaceship from the game.
To make it 50.
To make it 50. Then I'm going to buy the depot, because the depot looks...
But have you got the symbol that the depot needs at the bottom?
It doesn't have a symbol.
I know.
Oh, you've just been a jerk.
Yeah. So I'll have the depot. Absolutely. Everything's fine. We're done.
Electric
I'm
cars.
going to discard 2 cards.
There you go. That's where you're going to have to be careful with your warehouse and playing area as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. I am going to discard mining asteroid. In fact, that's written the other way around, funny enough. I don't know why I said that. To put the afterburner in play.
To put the burner after in play?
Yes. And then I'm going to... Because this card is free for itself, I'll pay that 10 there to put this orbital shipyard in play. And then end my turn with a discard of this, and therefore drawing 5, so 3. Done.
All right, so I've got 20, 40, 50. Right, okay. There's 20. There's 40. There's 50. There's a microchip. I'm going to buy these electric cars. It's just a wildie. I like that one. So 20, 40, 50 chip. And there's 10 for a supercomputers. I don't really want to launch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I am going to launch. Okay, I've got the 7 rockets that I need. I'm attempting to go to the moon. I've got 2 bumps. It's been a while since I've launched. Let's see what happens.
Hope you fail miserably.
I also hope I fail miserably. I will abandon the launch.
Okay. Yeah, you needed a high card to carry on, right?
Yeah, that was just.
I can't remember your abilities here, but you've obviously got some stuff.
No, there's nothing really in play that'll save me.
Okay.
Oh, I've got detailed planning, which I completely forgot about. But
you've shuffled the deck now as well.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good. I'll try and remember next time. There's so much to remember. Go, Ben.
You've got to look at the symbols on the bottom of cards and everything. So I've paid 10 to put in some industrial espionage.
Nice.
Stop spying on my shit.
I might be spying on Dan's shit. You don't know.
You can use this, by the way, to
copy a rocket.
get the rockets you're missing, yeah.
Oh, spy on your
Big
rockets
space
to make
itself.
me have extra rockets?
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Now, I think I've got all the rockets I want. Yeah, I've got 5 rockets. Everything's fine. So I'm going to pay with these rockets to put this in.
Yeah, it's an Earth mission. This is definitely an Earth hotel.
So I'm going to be launching a mission, but let's see who I'm spying on.
You're launching to Earth?
I've got the afterburner
Yeah.
for a +1 space, basically.
Yeah, that'll give you a
Oh,
free
hang
bump.
on. It will also give you a bump.
Yeah,
So you get
yeah,
a second bump, and it gives you an
Yeah.
emergency +1.
I've
That's
got
the one, isn't it?
detailed planning and reusable parts that you can use.
Oh, I've just realised, actually. You know, I was saying, there's literally no reason why I would draw that card. I'd use my afterburner. The afterburner
Yeah.
removes it from the game. So, obviously, I would draw the card first.
Yeah, she would, yeah.
Okay, so
And just to be clear, for you, Ben, if you do use the afterburner for its effect, you'd have to remove your
Yeah.
supply card from the game.
I think that makes sense. So I've got 3 bumps because I'm copying the afterburner.
1, 2, 3. I think you can do this. Shuffle that
For
deck.
3 cards.
Shuffle it. Yeah.
Okay,
One.
number 1.
Yeah.
3. Good start.
Yeah, you
That
should be
counts.
fine now, no matter what happens.
Oh.
That's what you think.
If you draw the 0, you're fucked. Otherwise, you need a 1 with the afterburner. So your now likelihood of using my afterburner is high.
Yeah, so the question is, would I rather keep industrial espionage because it's good, or would I rather have 20 money per turn? I think I'd rather...
I think you should push it.
Yeah, you would say that.
No, your opponents don't have your best interests at heart, but I would probably push this.
Yeah, I think pushing is the right call. So let's do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got it.
yeah, you're fine.
Fine.
Hotel
Hotel on Earth.
achieved. You're not the first to do so, so you're only going to get 2 points. But that's enough to put you in the lead.
Where I belong.
Congratulations for the brief moment of time until Russ completes his... Russ, why is this here?
My bad.
You cheated.
Sorry.
You're done.
Sorry,
Get him out of
sorry,
here.
Dan. Sorry, Danjamin.
And I'll discard that card.
And do not forget, you have 20 schmackles a turn should you desire to use them.
Yeah, now you're...
Yeah.
Oh, now you're talking all
Now
this
everything
money.
is working out. I'll end my turn, shall I? There you go.
I will begin with a quantum computer, which, interestingly enough, only draws 3 cards.
Only.
Should be 4, right?
Oh,
Maybe.
because of quantum states.
Because of just simply the word quantum, yeah.
Well, quantum states is 4-state machine, isn't it?
Shit, well, I may as well now play supercomputers and draw another 2.
But from a game design perspective, drawing 4 cards seems a lot.
I've got so many cards right now.
You need to launch that space hotel before I get my space hotel into orbit.
Do you even have a Space Hotel mission on? Shit! It's going for it now. Okay, so I will now pay... How many... what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I've got 5 rockets of the 7.
You've got enough rockets for Earth,
Yeah, that's fine.
where I already have a space hotel.
I will
so
now pay this Space Hotel to deploy my backup systems.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'll play this down for itself.
Now you have enough rockets to go to the moon.
I do. I'll play Asteroid Mining to put the Research Institute down and just get an extra bump.
Anywhere you like. I'll be very upset if you get there before me.
There's extra incentive then.
I can also buy a card for Megabucks. And I may as well. Okay, I will also then spend... What's this? Draw 1 card. Could the card I draw help me for the mission I've got? Can I have a quick look at my last 3 cards and shuffle it afterwards?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Is that a general rule you would allow? Because I can't remember what my last cards are now.
I don't like anything that makes you rely on your memory because I've got a terrible one, so I'm normally quite lenient with stuff like that. I don't know about you, Ben.
Okay, I was going to see what I might
fine.
draw. That wouldn't help. That wouldn't help. That wouldn't help as well. Okay, fine. Yeah, neither of them would help. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to play that as $20. That is $20. That is $10. And that spaceship to then get me that rocket.
Did you oh, that's the symbol. Yeah, got you.
Yeah. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will try and launch for the moon.
You'll have 3 bumps.
Yeah, 3 bumps is fine. I'll see what cards I get. So my only backups, though, is basically an afterburner. So this is probably not going to go ahead.
I hope not.
Let's see what I get. So I'm going to shuffle and draw. It's 2. I get another 3 cards with a +1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to risk it. It's a 1. 1, 2, 3. I need to go 3 spaces. I'm happy to risk another card.
Just abandon.
It's a 4.
Oh,
Made it.
I hate you.
Yeah, I made it to the moon.
4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just so you know, hazards for you now cost an extra $10 to clear.
Oh shit! It should be cheaper.
Been clearing hazards all this time down.
You do get $20 per turn. Space Hotel is built. Launchpad is cleared.
Ah,
I'm dead upset with that because you fucked my personal goal.
good. I mean, to be honest with you, for the game balance, that needed to happen to you, right?
No. You absolute jerk.
I made it to the moon, boys.
You've been to the moon a bit. I'm the only one that has not been to the moon.
Suddenly, you're the guy who's only done 2 missions. Oh, well, sorry. Sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to say that.
Why are you such a fucking jerk today?
Oh no, sorry. Ben's done 3 as well. Suddenly,
I've done
Russ,
3, yeah.
you're the only one who's only done 2 missions.
All right, fucking shut up. All right, I've got.
And I didn't even need that for my objective, by the way. Just went and did it.
Okay, there's 20. There's 40, and that's going to buy me this.
Are you? If you rotate it the other way, I need to turn once.
I am aware. I am aware, Daniel. I'm going to bend this to put this on my launch pad. It's just going to give me a bump.
Or 2.
No, just. Well, I can't do the Earth one. I've done it. So I've got 3 bumps, and I'm attempting a launch. For I am a brave boy. I'm going to use my detail planning to pick one of the first 3 cards to use and discard the other 2. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. So I'll take the 3, obviously. 1, 2, 3, and discard these 2. My second card is a 1. My third card is a 1. And my fourth card. Yeah.
Oh no! So you have failed it.
I have failed. Fortune does not favor the bolt. I'm going to discard this. I'm going to discard this. And draw.
I don't know if I'd have picked that to go ahead. It's just such a tough decision.
Yeah, but I'm a gambler.
I don't feel sorry for you.
No, I feel sorry for me.
That's what matters. Right. I'm going to do some of my civic duty here, and I'm going to clear one of those hazards.
While it's cheap.
Yeah. And also, while I've got loads of cash and not the symbol necessary to buy the 1 card that you could buy.
Don't forget the hazards need a symbol.
Okay, I've got the right symbol for that one. So I'm going to use Global Internet.
Which is 10 and the whatever it is, microchip.
Symbol plus cell card energy, which is 30. Space Hotel and Asteroid Mining. So
Have you declared 50 with a microchip right now, which I think is...
It's Asteroid Impact. I've got 70 on a microchip, come to think of it. So I could...
You could take $20 back. What's this? This is just take the hazard, this bit, this symbol here on the plus for us.
What about it?
That just means you get the hazard. Oh, no.
It's a reminder of the additional cost.
Ah, okay, fine. Oops.
I'm not going to clear a hazard. I'm going to be selfish and buy some rockets instead.
You promised.
I want to go to Mars, baby.
You promised Greta, and then you fucking changed your mind.
I don't get why this has got the strike through it. It's as if it's saying, like...
It's like it's saying it costs less, isn't it?
Yeah, rather than more. But then it doesn't sort of make sense, right? Is it?
I wonder if they changed that on the board.
Right. And last thing, because I used Global Internet to...
Same symbology.
That goes to my depot for free, and I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. I may as well use the depot and put that on top of it.
Launchpad, permanent. Hang on, I'm trying to read it. You can use the depot once per turn. Place any card for free on your hand onto the depot. Automate all cards. You pay $10 to get that there, right?
I did it for free because I played the Global Internet.
So you can...
You can store 3 cards on there, and then at one point, like once a turn, you put
Oh,
cards
so the
there.
cards stored in there don't count for the launchpad in any way. You're just storing cards for... Yeah, okay, fine, I get it. So that's the
fact that it's on the launch pad sort of means it adds a rocket, and it's sort of like means it's on the table forever.
Yeah, nice, very nice, very nice.
And over to Dan.
Yep.
Actually, did I want to change? That's too late. That should be in my deck.
I'm quite money short this turn. I can buy something for that much.
Got some good news. There's nothing to buy.
There is. I can buy this lovely multi-purpose spacesuit.
To be fair, I do really want that. I just
The
can't.
world is fucked. Greta was right. You've stolen my dreams.
Actually, I need to think of the mission. Where do I need to go with my life? There. That seems quite difficult. What's that space station? What does the space station give you? Oh, it gives you a wild, right? What have you got up? Oh, Space Hotel was fine. You haven't got anything. And what's that one there then? That is the... Yeah, that's the shipyard. Okay. So... 10, 20, 30, 40.
Oh, interesting.
What's that?
I've just spotted something. But I'm fucked either way. All right, okay.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the per game ability up top, and I'm going to burn... Which one do I want to have? I'm going to burn the shipyard I'm holding for Earth for $20. And then with that 20...
Have you remembered you've got this 20?
Ish. Yeah. Okay, with that 20 and this 20 and this 20, I'm going to acquire this with also revealing this.
Works for me.
And then I'm going to...
It's Al.
Oh, hey, Al. Well, that's quite nice, actually. And then I will not do anything else other than get rid of this card. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of that card there, and then I'm going to keep my other 2 cards, and I will then draw 4 more, sorry, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Done.
All right, so I think, am I abandoning that completely?
Yeah, I could go for that now, I suppose.
Okay, Hyperloop for 20. And if I use it to pay, I draw a card. There's 10 more bucks. In fact, no, put that back. I'm going to use this to put this on my launch pad. And when I've used to pay, I draw a card from my HQ.
Okay.
I'm going to use this to put details planning on my launch pad.
That's the one with draw 3, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to use this to put that space station on my launch pad. And I'm going to discard this and end my turn.
Okay.
Okay. No,
That failed mission fucking hurt. I'm glad we've all had to
engage
fail
with
on
some
it.
bullshit. Do I need to?
I haven't failed a mission.
Yeah, but you've been playing cautious mini. I'm so close. I better turn back.
The only thing I've not risked is a just over 50% success chance.
A bunch of times.
Yeah, like 7 times in a row.
What we are, so I am because I can and it's fun. I'm going to use big data and this multi-purpose spacesuit plus my recurring 20 to buy Al and put him on top of my deck.
I hope Al sticks. Launch escape system. Oh, nice.
Ah, nice.
Well, that is cool. Then I'm going to use supercomputer to draw 2 cards, one of which is Al. Yay!
This deck running out, by the way, is not a game end trigger.
I assumed it wasn't because you didn't say it was yet.
Today, so it'd be really nice if I had some money.
Why has it got
So I'm
pink in
gonna
brackets on that deck?
Discard Al to search my deck.
Oh, because it comes in 2 halves, the blue, the teal half and the pink half.
Was it now telling us that it's pink now or something? No,
No, this is the bottom half of the deck.
Yeah, but just saying, like at the beginning of the game, then did it say blue in brackets?
It said teal.
Oh, that makes more sense. Ben, carry on.
Yeah, I'm searching my deck. So I would need an additional...
Oh, you search... Oh, because of that damn... Yeah, very nice.
That damned AI.
I've got an additional 20, then I can do some things. So I'll get solar energy. I'm going to play solar energy and global internet to buy
loads of impressive stuff.
Launch escape system. Then I'm going to pay 10, put a space station on the launch pad.
I think you've been cheating.
Then
I'm not buying it.
We'll put that on my depot.
Okay.
There we go. That is the end of my turn.
Do you want to discard any cards?
I've got no cards to discard.
They're your objectives. That's right. Okay, on me, I'm going to play supercomputers to draw 2 cards. I'm going to play quantum computers to draw 3 cards.
You're cheating.
I'm not. Right, what monies have I got now? Got that 20, of course. What's this new card? Backup systems. Backup systems is nice.
It is. Regretting digging so deep for it now.
If I buy that, that's like the only thing. If you hang on, you said you draw up to 6. What if you end your turn with more than 6 cards? You don't draw. You keep your over 6 limit.
Then you do not draw.
Yeah, but you don't have to discard down. Is what I really mean.
Let's have a look then. End of a player's turn. Move all cards from your playing area to your warehouse. If you have more cards than your hand sides, then discard excess cards to your warehouse.
Oh, yeah, fine.
And then draw cards from your HQ to refill your hand back up to your hand. Yeah. So you're basically always going to have 6.
Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 10 and commit to a spaceship mission.
Oh, that's a little baby spaceship mission. Are you sending that to Mars? Yeah, you have to. Oh, no, you don't. You can go to the moon.
I could go. Well, yeah. I'm then going to commit. I'm then going to pay this asteroid mining for another 10. Do I burn that again?
Oh, hello, cat. You are wet.
Hand. I've only done 1 in Earth. Yeah, lots of Earth cards here. I'm just like, if I bin another card, which is an Earth mission, basically, out the game, that is, then, like, I don't really have many Earth missions left, which then means I'm only really going to the further distances. So I'm just kind of wondering, like, in the game sort of mechanic play, does racking up these do much other than what you said about?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. These are 3 points, and they're going to be easier to get to than those 3 points.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't know.
So I played that 10. I haven't yet committed another card that costs money, but I could do 10, 20. No, it's fine. So that 10 there is going to drop these large rockets down.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use these small rockets here as another 10, and that will drop down these backup systems. And then I'm out of... and then I'm going to flip that and drop down this afterburner. And then I'm going to end my turn, not launch, discard this card, keep my other card, therefore drawing 5.
All right. These rockets pay for themselves. And 40. No, it doesn't quite work how I want it to. So this, I'm going to use only $10 of it, unfortunately, to play reusable parts. And then I'm going to flip this and only use $10 of it to play Research Institute.
Yep.
And then I'm going to discard 2 cards and pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to pay 10 to put some industrial espionage out.
Nice.
Stop spying on me, bro.
Just keeping an eye on you.
Keeping you honest.
Gonna pay 10 to put out an ion drive.
Sorry, flip that token as well.
Gonna pay for itself with another rocket.
It's a lot of rockets.
I'll dump that on the depot.
So I feel like the theme is captured quite well, at least in this game.
I think this is a nicely themed game. What's going on? What you're doing, it's all pretty mechanically. It all works quite nicely together. To
standard Wallace, isn't it? He just sort of
play the
tweaks
game.
it so it
Yeah.
works.
Okay, so I've now got enough rockets to go to launch this mission. If I duplicate afterburners, I get 1 bump. I've got very little chance of success, but let's see if the first card's a 4, eh?
1 bump.
Well, the only thing you could dupe, just in case you fancied it.
Oh, no,
It's too late.
What were you thinking?
Well, the detailed planning means you flip 3 cards, pick 1.
But he doesn't get the bump.
Well, yeah, but he's only going to Earth.
Yeah. I'm not going to keep going. 2's not good enough to go from 1 bump.
Hang on, what did you only have 1 bump, and now you're at 3?
Yeah.
And you'd have to draw 2 more cards, and Afterburner could save you, so you'd need to. Yeah, you're quite far away, I suppose.
It was really, I was looking for a 4 if I was going to keep going.
A 4? You're never going to get that 4. That's 1 in 18 shot. If you want to get the 4, you need to copy his card instead, but you don't get the bump.
Just to interject and clarify for the internet, 1 in 18 does not equal never, but let's carry on.
No, I literally mean never.
It's literally impossible. The odds are too low.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to play.
Unlikely things never happen.
I'm going to play Space Hotel to drop my Research Institute.
Love it. I love everything that's happening. Love it.
I'm going to play. That's just that. That's just that. That's fine. And that is that. Oh, I've basically got a fuck ton of money now. Do I want to do anything with it? What do I got? I've got the missions I need to try and go to Moon, maybe. Sorry, the rockets. 3 and 4, 5. And then I've also got 3 bumps for it, plus an afterburner. Which isn't terrible odds, I suppose.
Loop Hero is
okay.
what
I'm going to do? Oh, I've also got backup systems, which pushes me again. Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to spend 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I'll now take that backup systems. Wireless power transfer. And then I'm going to put this rocket in play as maybe a simple card to discard if I have to do a late fail. Okay, I'm going to launch to the moon.
You have 1, 2, 3 bumps.
3 bumps. So I go to 3. I've got a backup systems during. Oh, we've already done that. My bad. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and launch for the moon. So I'm going to draw a card. It's a 0. I'm probably going to pull out for that. 7 more. 7 more with 3 more cards. Oh, hang on. No, I'll do one more because this rocket here, I don't need it for the mission. I just put it there as a small bit of buffer. So let's draw another one. See what I
And
get.
there's less zeros now.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to move 4 spaces. And if I fail, I have to lose a second card at the moment. I think I'm fine to fail the mission, to abort the mission, sorry. And therefore I'll discard that small rocket.
Absolute pansies.
And my turn, I'm going to draw 6 cards.
Pansies.
Done.
Right. I'm going to use my satellites to pay for supercapacitors. They don't actually have any text while on my launch pad, so I'll just do that. I'm going to use this. Actually, I'm going to use this $20 to put these rockets on my launch pad.
Mm-hmm.
Then I am going to use this $20 to put backup systems on my launch pad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to launch. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bumps.
Where are you going, sorry?
The moon.
Okay.
So I've got 4 symbols plus backup systems is 5. I've got enough rockets.
Oh, I forgot about my recurring 20 credits that you did.
Detailed planning triggers. I'll take the 3.
You sure? There's a 0 there.
My second card is a 2, and I make it.
You make it.
That
means
planning is removed from the game.
Yeah. You can't copy that anymore. Don't think
Cool.
you ever did, but yeah.
My space hotel makes it into the moon orbit. I am the second person to do so. I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. I now generate $40 a turn.
Yeah.
Which is going to be hopefully nice. This is removed from the game.
You can buy a lot of these hazards for us.
I've got reusable parts. I am going to leave 3 rockets on my launch pad.
Yep.
There.
I probably will start clearing hazards because they are 2 points each. So.
I suppose we are reaching the point of the game where that might not be a terrible idea, eh?
Well, you're still far away. 21 is the point goal, but we are 3 missions off each now as well. Yeah. As long as you're in all 3 theatres.
Going to discard the supercomputers to draw 2 cards.
Hang on a second. This is your first action of the game, of the turn, right?
Oh, yeah.
So these cards should be.
I just didn't do much hygiene last time.
They should be there, yeah.
Right. Does that change anything in a significant way? Right. I would like a wireless power transfer.
Never gonna get it, no. Never, no.
What are you singing?
Absolute nonsense.
You have butchered the art of rickrolling.
So I'm going to use global internet plus my recurring 20 to buy wireless power transfer because it's got the symbol.
Oh, it was nearly a full fusion reactor. Oh my.
Oh, I forgot to mention we all lose the game if these are all threats.
No, you're lying.
That should be a roll.
Imagine that, yeah.
Oh, so it's like the rule we've got at all times, but not as good. So I'm not going to rush to buy that.
Fusion reactors.
Oh, I really should talk about. I didn't talk about game end, but it's a pretty common one. We play until everyone has an equal number of turns. So, push.
Okay.
So
if I trigger it, you'll both get an extra go. If Dan triggers it, game ends.
What a wonderful turn of events.
So I'm going to pay for big data with itself to add myself a.
Is it always, by the way, 3, 4, and 5 cards for the missions?
Yes, always.
So I've got a card here which is worth 20. Can I pay that to put 2 things in my launch pad?
No, they're all singular, aren't they?
Yeah, so it's a single action even if I want to do both.
I've been stung by that a few times.
Yeah.
If you were about to say it was double, I've been playing for it being single the entire game.
No. The golden rule is you do not get change. So if you use any portion of a card to do something, it's used up.
Right, we are. I will pay 10 to put.
Hey, my government contracts are looking good.
Additional bump in.
Yeah, for 30, isn't it?
I
mean, what is going on with your fucking board?
It's all over the place because I can't control.
He is ready for sexy times on Mars. Except that's going to us of it.
Yeah. But one day we're going to Mars for 60 times. So I think, yeah, fuck it. I'll pay 20 to put my multi-purpose spacesuit in there. And then we're going to launch for Earth.
Off we go. How many bumps?
It looks like 1, 2, and
2, 3, assuming I'm copying Afterburner.
I'll give you 2 while you make your mind up.
Are you copying my Afterburner again? Well, actually, it's
Yeah.
anything 2 copy, really, so 3.
Okay.
Actually, if you don't want the Afterburner... Oh, no, that's only 1 as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like I can get things which are strictly worse than
But the Afterburner's 1.5, really, isn't it? Which is why it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
shuffle, draw?
first card.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he shuffled, that's fine.
Oh, my God.
4, that's a good start.
He's definitely shuffled.
Yeah, so just draw again, and if
That's impossible, Dan. Oh!
It's all right. I'll take my 3rd card before I do anything rash.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm fine.
You've missed. You've ever shot.
Shit. The moon.
All right. You launch the very first ever space station, I'm told, is as a reliable piece of information, because we don't have a space station in our solid right now. So you get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And you'll get a wild rest of the game. So that, just so you're clear on how that's used, you can use it to pay costs, or you can use it during launch for an additional bump.
Ooh, bump,
So-
that's nice.
I'm regretting not getting it earlier because then I could have gotten away with not remembering that I didn't have the symbol all the time.
Yeah. All right, discard everything. Yeah, by the way, that was impossible, so you've just defied the laws of the universe.
Yep.
That's how I got a space station. It's the only way.
It's so impossible, it was impossible.
I'll end me turn.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to start my turn with
Discarding.
quantum computers to draw 3 cards.
You love drawing cards.
I really do. I've only got 2, so I will do that. Shuffle and draw 1 more. Fuck it, I'll draw 2 more.
You've done this every turn for like 4 turns now.
It's pretty flexible. I do admit I like that. Right, now I've got... Yeah. So if I want money, I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, I've got 60. I like the look of that fusion reactor, to be honest. Remove any number of cards from the game from your hand. For each card you remove this well, get 10 until the end of the turn. So I could use that as a real last game, like draw cards, push to maybe buy some hazards or something like that. That's what that's telling me. But if I do that, I only had 60. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, which means they're not putting many things down for my mission. So that's the challenge. I'm still good to wait on the mission, I think, actually. So yeah, let's do that. So 10, 30, 40, 50 to acquire that, and then I will pay 10 to put so I've got either, if I draw a 0, I can treat it as a 2, or to discard a card and redraw, which I think is better, or another backup. Yeah, I'll put down I'll put down a multi-purpose suit then with that last 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Can't do anything else. I will launch again with 3, 4, 5. Oops. And I will launch for the moon. So I now have 3 bumps.
Yep.
What's that thing? I have an afterburner. And I can redraw a card, right?
Yeah. You should do this easy.
All right, going for the moon. So first card is a 2. I will go again. It's a 1. 1,
4
2,
away.
3. No, I'm only 3 away with the afterburner, of course.
Yeah.
I've only got 1 more. Oh, no, I've got 2 more cards. I will draw again. It's a 2.
So this can't be a 0.
Yeah, I'll draw again. It's a 3, so we're fine.
You've overshot, you missed.
No, I landed perfectly.
So you have sent a spaceship to the moon. You are the second person to do so, so you get 2 points. 1, 2. And whatever was on that. Was it a rocket?
I can't remember. Yeah. So I just
So you...
turn that to
I think it's
3.
a rocket.
All right, all of this is gone.
Absolutely splendid.
with all of this. And I will then... okay, I am then going to discard this card. I think I'm going to keep the other 3, and then I will just draw 3 more.
All right, splendid. All right, Migo.
They're technically there still, actually. Oops. Yeah, all good, you're good.
I'm going to spend 10 schmeckles to commit to an orbital shipyard mission. I'm going to spend another 10 schmeckles to stick a rocket on that mission. I am going to play my government contract for 30, 50, 60. Sorry. 30, 50, 70, plus a symbol to clear a hazard. Because I'm now paying an extra 10, so I need 60 plus a symbol.
Yeah.
The symbol is a flask, so it has to be climate change.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, you did such a shit job. There's another climate change just straight away.
I do think the rest of this deck is threats.
How many threats were in the deck?
There's 6 in the bottom half, and we were barely seeing them. So
there's 9 in total, right? Because there was 3 and 6, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
You've taken a threat, and Ben, you've taken a threat, haven't you?
I've not taken a threat. I've got a card that lets me take a threat.
Russ, haven't you taken 2 threats now then?
Well, I mean, I've taken 1.
Right. So we discarded my depot before, which I shouldn't have been allowed to do, but I think the best thing to do is just play it and deal with it as I go, right?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I think Russ cleared that up, didn't he?
No, I didn't.
It was me. I grabbed everything. So,
do you want to maybe stick it?
Do you remember what was on it?
I've got I've got a card which I'm certain was on it. I've got a card I think was on it.
Put the depot down here. Yeah, put the other card on it quick, because you.
Okay.
I remember a little bit of it, right?
Because I knew I had that, and I've got a symbol which matches one of the other cards that was on it, but I don't know if it's the same card.
Yeah. I know you had a single basic mission on there with a rocket on it, I think.
Draw 2 more, because that's your hand size taken care of again.
I had a rocket, and I think I had a DNA, but I don't know what cards they were. So
yeah, I can't remember that part now.
That's as fair as it's going to be.
What? No, I can't even check the footage because I wouldn't be able to see it unless I zoom in on it.
I'll tell you what. I think the fairest thing to do is choose a card in your hand to put on there, and then draw a card. There you go.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, put any one card you want on there. That's fine.
That's the one I think that was already on it.
Yep.
So we'll do that.
You're down a card technically, but I can't think of another way to fix it.
Instead of drawing from the deck, Ben, just hover over it. Wait, no, stop. That's it. Yeah, hover over it and just hit the number 1 on your key number pad or something.
Hey.
That's
did it twice though, because I'm a numpty.
Yeah, you need to slow it down. That was all.
There we go. Right.
Nice one, Ross.
Why am I getting nice one?
Oh, because you suggested a good temporary fix for it.
I used to fucking run Magic tournaments. I can fix these things.
I'm going to...
Although I would never have applied that fix at Comprol. The fix at Comprol there in that state would be, oh well.
Yeah. I mean, I could have checked the footage, I suppose, but...
Yeah.
How many...
We don't have VAR at Magic tournaments. How many... Go on.
How many of each threat symbol are there in the game? Did you say there's 2?
Of each what symbol?
Threat. No, there's 3 at least, because I can see 3 right here.
Okay. So I'm not in a rush to grab one with my thing.
Yeah, there's 3 threats, each of 3 types, so there's 9 threats total.
Yeah.
And in a 4-player game, there's 4 of each of 3 types.
So we've had 6 and 3, so I know if Russ has bought 1, there's 6 of them out, which is 7, which means there's 2 left in this deck, and it's a 7-card deck, so there's 5 non-threats. Unless someone's got a second one, or Russ got a second one, I can't remember.
So I'm going to pay...
What?
10 to commit to this base.
Oh, he's building a base.
It's exciting times over here. I will...
I like this game changer. I think it's been interesting.
Yeah, I've used it. I mean, I've done 4 missions, and I've got 7 cards there, so I've used it 3 times.
And I've used it twice. It looks like Ben's used it twice.
Yeah. I'll pay 10 with that. No, I won't. I'm going to use Al to search my deck.
Christ. I like that card, but not in TTS. I feel like it'd be so much easier to just pick up your deck and fan through them.
Yeah. And we'll bring in Industrial Espionage.
No!
That's such a flexible card, actually. It's nice.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Who keeps letting his spies into the building?
Then I'm going to use Global Intent to pay for Industrial Espionage.
Joke's on you. No one's going to commit any launch missions until you've done yours and fucked off.
Well,
That's
it's
fine.
It's too late. I've got 3 rockets here he can steal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I will use Global Intent's other ability to put in Multi-Purpose Spacesuit for free.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
And I've got 50 money and no symbols. Oh no, I know. No symbol. Because I've got my wild symbol. I can buy one of these. Hooray!
So don't forget, you're paying $60 at the minute. Plus a symbol.
Shit. I don't have $60. So that's that then.
I wonder if there's a reason behind this balancing of buying threats getting more expensive.
I'll tell you what.
You start...
I'll use my depot to bring those 2 cards back into my hand. Now I've got $60. So I will pay my original 20, 30, 50, 60 to buy myself a nice little...
I assume this symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy myself a nice pandemic. Feel like we don't have enough of those.
Industrial Espionage.
Espionage.
I mean, that's just nice.
I mean, that's very upsetting for me. And I will discard that card.
Funnily enough, you don't use that in solo games.
Yeah, in a one-player game, yeah. Weird. That appearance has just made me instantly want to buy it, basically. So 20, 40, 50, mine.
High efficiency booster. During launch, discard this card, advance your market 2 spaces.
Ooh. And then I will pay this $20 and deploy a radiation shielding for
Nice.
Some 0 protection.
Nice. Fucking nice.
And then my turn is done. I'll keep my 2 cards. I will now draw 4 more.
All right. I'm going to use 20 plus 10, 30 to buy the high efficiency booster. I'm going to use this 20 to put reusable parts on my launchpad. I am going to remove designer drugs from... am I actually? 20, 40. Yeah, I'm going to remove designer drugs from the game to clear any radiation threat. Or pandemic threat, should I say.
So that's now your second or third.
Mind your business. I'm gonna 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck it because I didn't draw any rockets left to end my turn.
Okay. I think I've made a mistake. I reckon I can recover. It's all fine. Don't panic. I'm going to use wireless transfer to put down some rockets. And that also lets me pick a card from my warehouse.
Yep.
And put it on top of my deck. Maybe I'll put the...
Jesus, when did you get 70? Fuck my life.
70 what?
He's got a 4-engine ion drive there.
Yeah, I saw that. He's only on
I nearly bought a hazard and then didn't. Because I'm not that invested in everyone else's well-being.
Because I'm not... Because I'm not a madman.
We will stick these on top of the deck. Then I will pay 10 to put some more rockets on. And then I will stick that on my depot.
Very nice. Don't worry about the rotate. I just did that. My rotate's easier because I've got my degree set to 90, so whenever I do it, it's an instant flip.
I was wondering why it seemed like such a pain in the ass for me, not for you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And I will discard that card and end my turn.
Okay, I will start with some supercomputers to draw 2 cards. I'll play Quantum to draw 3 more.
Standard.
Yeah, funny enough, the last 3 times I've played that, right, I've only had one and then I've drawn the other.
Your deck in this game is relatively small because of how the launchpad and stuff works. It makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so now I've got monies. I think I need to get that there, though. So what do I have? I'd have 20... I still can't afford it.
Irish Potato Space Agency is going to have to start taking some major risks.
All right, I'm going to pay $10 here to drop down an industrial espionage.
You and your fucking spies.
I'll put another 10 here for a satellite to do a...
So now we can spy on each other's spies.
Research Institute, yeah.
Yeah, infinite loop.
I'm going to put this 20 down and get myself a backup system.
Jesus Christ.
And then I'm going to flip this and deploy a second backup system.
Jesus Christ.
I'm done. I'm going to keep my last 2 cards again, which means I'm going to draw 4.
Okay, I think it's time for a launch. Okay, I'm going to play these rocket boosters for free. That gives me the required rockets for the launch. Great news. I am going to use this $20 to put backup systems out. I am going to use this $20 to put this base out. And I'm going to use all the money from government contract to put this wild card out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt my launch. I have got enough rockets. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bumps. And I'm drawing 3 cards. Fourth bump is because...
Yeah, you're drawing 3 cards from your ability,
From
is that? Oh, you don't have that anymore, do you? You're just drawing...
Just drawing 3.
Yeah.
I've got 3 symbols plus backup systems, so that's 4 bumps.
Yeah.
First one. 3.
Okay.
Second one. I have made it.
Well done.
I have an orbital shipyard. I'm the first one to do so. That's going to score me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Hazards now cost me an additional symbol and additional $10.
Jesus.
I have now got 4 rockets because this gave me 3. And that's gone. Reusable parts lets me retain a card. I'm going to retain large rocket boosters.
Yep.
I am done.
Okay.
I'm also going to discard this card.
Going to discard supercomputer to draw 2 cards.
I forgot I had threats in my deck, you cuck.
How many are you holding?
I'm holding enough, more than 0.
I'm going to discard Al, search for a deck.
Oh, God.
You've got some fun stuff going on over there, Ben. Do you remember that time early on in the game where I had the best deck? I don't think that's true anymore.
Yeah, it might not be. I don't know who's got the best deck now. We're all doing things and looking at it going, I like your deck. Like mine's got the draw. His has got the owl and, generally speaking, play a card in his deck and in his launchpad and drop another one for free.
Yeah, the problem is I'm lacking some sort of core infrastructure in my deck. Which I'm
lacking rockets. That's what I need.
Yeah, me too.
I've got a lot.
How to fix that.
I've got 3 firsts, which I'm pretty happy with. All in Earth orbit though. It's a bit annoying.
So I'm going to. So I've got 20 now, 30.
I've got my eyes on Mars, boys. Ain't gonna lie.
50, 60, 70 to buy myself that ion drive.
Oh, do you know what? I've just realised I could have used the game ability to get something last turn instead of what I did.
Because I use big data, it goes on top of my deck.
You silly Billy Dan.
Yeah.
Because I used wireless power transfer, AI goes back on top of my deck.
You're doing deck builder stuff, and I love it.
I've reached that point where my turns get silly. And because I use global internet, I can put something into my launchpad for free. So I'm going to pull that from my depot and put it in my launchpad for free.
Yeah, so that means you can't add to your depot, right? That's the
Yeah, you can't
I've,
add.
I've
Yeah.
taken my depot turn. And I'm going to use these rockets to pay for themselves, put them in my launchpad.
What have you got queued up? You've got 10 mission. You've got 10 distance. You're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you've got 11 now. So you could go for the moon.
Could go for the moon, but I'm not going to.
He's building a base on Mars. We've got our eyes on you.
Are you not going for the... that means I can't try it first.
And I may as well pay 10 to put an extra rocket on. Because I want that card out of the way.
There is lots of dangerous things happening, and I'm not happy about it.
I wouldn't worry about it.
The fact it's like basically, yeah, you doing that means you not now launching.
He's got his eyes on the moon. It's really awkward though, but because of his industrial sabotage, I don't want to play my double fucking helix symbol into my launchpad now.
Well, I've got one anyway, so he can already copy it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got a backup system, so you can already copy it.
Okay. Because I do need to stop mine out.
Okay, I'm going to play Asteroid. No, that's the wrong one.
You're about to You're going to commit to asteroid mining, aren't you, Dan?
I'm going to play the Space Hotel to drop my multi-purpose spacesuit. Hang on, that's the wrong card. Multi-purpose spacesuit down. Yeah, it's rockets. I need to find the rockets. Where are the rockets?
You've got 3 right there.
Yeah, that's going to get me far. I sort of feel like I may as well chase that instead now. I'm going to asteroid mining to pay for itself to put that down and pledge that for my mission.
I hate you so much.
And then I'm going to flip this and place my afterburner on the table.
Okay, you done?
Yeah, I would discard this card. That was the one I was keeping. I kept that in my hand for like the last all my draws, but the fact that you've just glossed over going to the moon, which means I now don't care for trying Mars. And I needed to go there first, but now I can't, now there's no point.
I'm now sad I didn't launch for the moon, then abandon immediately.
Yeah, I'm also going to discard this actually. I don't need this card for now, so I will just refill my hand to 6.
Okay, I'm going to commit to asteroid mining. It pays for itself. I am going to... How much money can I make? 60. It's not enough to do that. So in that case, I'm going to use this 20 to put this double helix out. And I'm going to use this 20 to put this high efficiency booster out. I'm going to discard climate change and spaceship. Keep this card in hand. And I think I'm done. Give me a second. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rockets. Yeah, I'm done. Draw 5.
Okay. I'm going to have a nice quick turn. I'm going to pay 10 to put this spaceship in my launch pad. Going to pay 10 to put this ion drive in my launch pad.
That's a lot of rockets.
And I'm going to bob AI down on my depot.
Yeah, because your deck's empty, you dick.
And I may as well launch. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bumps because I'm copying the 2 bumps off one of you. It doesn't really matter which.
Well,
And I've got
might
a wild
actually.
one.
What does mine do? No, mine is just a simple 2 there.
And mine's a simple 2 here.
Yeah, mine's a simple 2, but the second one of it's a wild.
Yeah. So
Hang on, copy my industrial espionage to then copy Russ's. Yeah.
good point. No, I'll copy your industrial espionage to copy my industrial espionage to copy yours. I'll do that a few times, and then I'll copy Russ's 2. So that's 3, 4, 5 bumps. Yep, and we'll draw the first card.
Did you shuffle?
No,
No, we're good. Actually, we haven't had that 3, so it's fine. 1, 2, 3. You're already at Earth.
I mean, I may as well keep going at this point. Eh?
Oh yeah. You need to get 6 more.
1.
Less good.
So you need to get 1. You need to get 4 more. Have you got any backups for your own abilities?
I've
Yes,
got
you have your multi-purpose suit.
launch escape system and my multi-purpose suit. So I've got 2 things to get out. I've got to get 6 in 3 cards.
And you've got a redraw.
That feels all right.
Yep, it absolutely does.
It's actually only 4 in 3 cards. You're now 3 away, 2 cards left.
Yeah, you're 3 away, and you still have a redraw.
You are 1 away with 1 card left to draw.
And a redraw. So if
And
you
a
double
redraw.
0, you fail, basically.
You've made it
You've made it to Mars. So you
Hooray!
get a Mars token for a bonus point.
at the end of the game.
Yep.
Right, you have built the very first moon base. We place that there. You get 8 points.
8.
17.
Wow.
You get a permanent bonus of now drawing 7 cards a turn. And that's it.
Very good.
Please
Well
with that.
done. Well fucking done.
And now, if I complete another mission, that's the end of the game, right?
Yeah, it's either you complete another mission or you get 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Will trigger the game end. Because you are in all 3 planetary bodies.
Discarding pandemic.
And we can't let Ben win both of his games.
I know, right? I know. Right, I'm gonna play supercomputers to draw 2 cards.
Are you going to draw 5 cards?
Well,
Dan?
I don't have it, but my deck is now really small. I should get it. I didn't get it, actually.
Oh, wow.
I could play... No, what? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70...
They've raised 500 quid for this fucking phone.
Oh, don't talk about
Oh, yeah.
that.
Shit.
What can I do?
You could lose horrendously to Ben.
Oh,
I'm trying to work out how much money's in my deck, basically. I just can't remember my money options. So there's only 10 more in there. And I need to get rockets, which means I'm at this weird predicament where... Okay, so I can't get it this turn. So what I'll do is we'll play storage batteries to drop these large rockets down. What does that asset do? Okay. What is this? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Oh, no, wait. I think I just miscounted because I've got the storage batteries here. So that's 20, 40. Oh, it's the fucking symbol I don't have. Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, God, I keep forgetting them, remembering, then forgetting, then remembering. Okay, fine. I'll use this 20 to deploy these large rockets symbols. And then I will spend...
Chris won that game.
Actually, no, I use this 10 to get these large rockets in play. Right, done. And then I've got storage batteries there with these small rockets here for 30, and then I'll acquire that. And then I will end my turn discarding this card to simply draw 4 more.
Sorry, I'm just reading Paul's chat. Paul's whinging because he had I had a replace card and afterburners and still got fucked. I replaced a 0 with a fucking 0.
Nice. Okay, I'm done. On you.
Okay, cool. Okay, I have got stuff to do, obviously. So I'm going to play this for 20, and when I use it to pay, I get to draw a card.
Yep.
There's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and a symbol to buy these engines. And I've used to pay, so I get to draw a card.
Yep.
I'm going to use this 10 to put this on my launch pad. I am going to use nothing to do nothing. Actually, no. I'll play the electric cards. It lets me discard, take another card from my playing area, and place it on top of my HQ. I'll place the ion drive on top of my HQ.
Yep.
Discard the pandemic. End my turn. Can't launch, can I? 3, 4, 8 rockets. No, can't launch. So end.
Okay. I'm going to use a global internet to add some ion drives to my launch pad. With the special ability, I also add another thing to my launch pad, which will be a spacesuit.
That's so good.
Small rocket boosters pay for themselves. And I'll pay 10 from a space hotel to add a launch escape system.
All of that sounds fucking great.
And then we'll stick some solar energy on the depot. And that's my turn.
Oh, Chris gave it a 10 out of 10.
Oh, cool. Okay, so me, I'm going to play Quantum Computers to draw 3 cards. And I'm then going to... 1 second. Stop the cat climbing on all of my paints.
Cat emergency. Definitely still a kitten, that cat, right?
Yeah. All right, so here we go. So now I'm going to pay 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70, and then pay a symbol to buy that ion drive. And then I will pay that for itself. And pay this 10 to put this down on its own. What have I got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've got 9 now, which is fine. I will then discard this card. And then draw.
All right, I think I'm launching this turn.
Hope you fail.
I assume you do. I'm going to put that 10 over there, use this 10 to put this ion drive, and that gives me the requisite 12 rockets. I've got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rockets. Then this gives me $40, 50, 60 bucks, plus a symbol to clear a hazard.
Yeah, I've not done any hazards yet, which is my problem.
I mean, I've already done 1. It's not going to hit.
Russ has done 3 or 4 now. I think it's 3.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use this $10 or $20 to put replaceable parts on my launch pad. And we are launching.
You didn't... Oh, no, sorry, my bad. Yeah, carry on.
I didn't what?
Nothing. It was a completely irrelevant comment.
Okay, cool. I've got the 12 rockets. I've got 3 bumps. 1, 2, 3, which doesn't feel great, but I'm going to discard high efficiency boosters.
To get +2, isn't it?
So advance 2. And if the mission succeeds, I have to remove that from the game, so remember that for me.
Yeah, okay. You've got a lot of cards here, though, so it should work out now you've moved 5.
I'm hoping so. Basically, this is a shot or bust move, I think. But let's see. Oops, I've done a Ben. 3. 1, 2, 3.
So you only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Oh, you've nailed it.
3.
With 3 more.
1.
You basically can't fail it.
Done it. Whew. Nail biting mission there to Mars. I get the first asteroid mining mission. You have no idea how many points that's worth, given my personal goals, by the way.
Yeah, I got stuck in with my rockets for a couple of rounds in this game.
So I get 7 points, going from 11 to 18, which in a 4-player game would trigger game end.
Right.
This gives me a wild. And launch reusable parts. I'm going to keep my ion drive.
Yep.
The mission was successful, so I have to lose that as well.
Yeah. I didn't need to be first for mine, but obviously it was more points to do it, so that's what I was going for.
I did need to be first. I was cacking it. Discard this and end.
Okay.
So I draw these 3, flip this. Feel like it's been a close game.
Yeah. I'm going to discard Supercomputer for 2 cards. I'm just going to change everything, I'm sure.
Fuck's sake. I cleared the ion drive. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just picked it up. I've got 7 in hand. One of them's an ion drive.
Yeah, sure.
Right, that's easy to fix. I will bring... let's pay for things, and that's fine if I need to. I'll pay this satellite to put some ion drives down.
I was just looking at my hand, and I was like, I didn't get the rockets I needed. My deck's 5 cards. I'm holding both cards that allow me to draw 5 cards.
I will pay... yeah, we'll do that. So I'm going to use the depot to bring Al and some energy back to my hand. I will pay my recurring 20 plus that solar energy to get Hyperloop.
Oh, this is the last card for the market coming out as well.
I feel like Ben's turns are like the film A Beautiful Mind.
Programmable material.
I keep forgetting things, and I'm like, oh, this could be marginally better, but it's just not worth the faff.
You've got so many wheels to turn on your turn, haven't you?
It's impossible. And as you see, I can barely remember like the basic rules. So I wanted to use that, but that's fine.
Are you launching on your turn now?
Yes.
I really do feel like they've captured the launch and risk of a launch really well. Really do enjoy it.
Yeah, and you can spend a bit more time to protect yourself a bit more, or you just kind of go for it.
Or you race, yeah, or you space race it.
Like
a lot of Euro players will complain about the randomness, but you know.
No, it's cool. I mean, I've slowed down a bit because I don't have the rockets I need to do things.
There's only 2 cards. Just have a search and shuffle.
Okay. Search. Not the card I want.
Oh, was that Al?
No, I've got Al in my hand. That was.
Oh, you were seeing if it was there. Yeah.
Seeing if the card I wanted existed, but I think I've burned it.
Yeah.
Which means I've got an annoying decision to make. I mean, the difference is nothing.
I think getting money buff is so important in this game.
So I'm going to put.
I don't know
mining.
because I really struggled for rockets after getting my money buffs.
Yeah, but I've done it the other way around. I had rockets, but then struggled for money, and then I got a bit of money, but now I've been struggling for rockets again.
I don't know if you recall, my early game seemed good, but then I suddenly stopped doing anything for ages.
Well, the reason you started failing is you risked a mission and failed it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If you didn't do that, if you didn't YOLO that, I think you'd have been storming it even more.
I stand by that decision, Dan. It was a 52%, or I'll take them all the time.
No, never. It was high risk. That I wouldn't have done it.
Oh,
well, guess who's mining asteroids first? Dan?
Pay 10. Put that in.
I learned from those mistakes.
And now I'm out of money.
At least I didn't draw a 0, then replace it with a 0, like someone else in a different game.
Yeah.
I'll use Al. Now I'll search my deck. Brilliant
choice.
I really hope that tacks on. I hope you get 6 million viewers and everyone starts calling that card Al.
Yeah.
What it should be called. And I will use wild power transfer to pay for itself to put it into my shipyard, whatever it's called, launch pad. And then we will attempt to launch to Mars.
Oh, you're going for it straight away.
I'm not going to succeed, but I've got enough rockets that I can.
If you actually do it, and that's your last one, will the game end its round with me because you?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So you have the rockets. I see that 12, and you've got 3 boosts.
Okay, come on. Why isn't this moving?
2, 3. Yeah.
3 boosts, and also
4 boosts because I've got a bonus one permanently.
Oh, so you're flipping that for this? Yeah, cool. Makes sense. Oh, yeah. So 4 boosts. 1, 2, 3, 4. No industrial espionage or anything like that?
No, I don't have it in my...
But you do have a discard, and you have a... Okay, cool. Go for it. Best of luck.
First one is a 3. That's a nice start. Second one is another 3.
Oh, wow.
We've got to, how many cards am I drawing?
You got 3 more, mate. You should make it no problem at this rate.
Let's have a look. A 1. So at this point, I may as well just go until I... Well, I've got to pull this next one anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So,
You need one more.
and I've got a redraw, so unless I get 2 zeros...
Russ might get another turn then.
Oh, I will use my spacesuit.
I pray for a 0. Pray for a 0, Dan.
Brave for a 0.
Oh.
Having a 0 is so unlikely there, though. It was a 13-card deck, and there's only one more.
But it would have been fucking exciting.
It would have been funny.
All right, so you make it, and that triggers the end of the game. So you build the second asteroid mining mission for 6 points. If I go into 23, that would have triggered the end of the game in itself. You get another wild, which actually doesn't matter for this end game condition over here.
Oh, I forgot to pay attention to that.
I totally forgot about that.
And for you, I wouldn't bother tidying up, but I would grab all of your flasks and add them up just to save us some time for scoring. Well done. So Ben's triggered the game end. Dan, take the very last turn.
All right.
I assume it's a launch turn.
Yeah, it will be. So I'll draw 3 cards.
While you're taking your turn, I'm just going to get my flasks.
I'll then draw another 2 cards. Okay, so I've got my entire deck. I will then use $10 to play my ion drive to get the last rockets I needed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. I've got 13 of the required now. Okay, so what I will then do is... What's the best way to do this? It's just the symbols, isn't it? Right, okay, here we go. I'll then use a satellite to play the fusion reactor. And then I will play the... I'll then remove from the game this asteroid laser card.
Yep.
To take a free one of those.
Yep.
And then I will... use the fusion reactor. So I'm going to remove from the game 20, 30, 40. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Make that 40. Yeah?
Yep.
And then this will be... Probably doesn't matter. This will be the 60. Oh, wait a minute. The card I gave you had a symbol on it. Where is it? I need it back. I didn't want to remove that one. So I owe you a card, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you storage batteries. Remove that from the game. Actually, it's irrelevant to remove it because it makes $20 anyway, so I just keep it.
It makes $20 anyway, yeah.
So I've only removed one card from the game, which is this rocket one. Yeah, to earn $20 instead of the 10, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then with that 20, this storage batteries for 40, and that token for 60, plus the base. Oh, hang on, is the base one of these?
You microchip that one.
Perfect. I get that one then. Yeah. There you go. So I'll grab 2 of those in the last turn, basically.
I imagine Ben's got this.
Yeah, okay. I discard that because I can't do anything with
I
it.
don't have a lot on top of my board score, though. So
And then I'm going to launch, and I'm going for Mars.
Yeah.
So I've got 1. No one's got any cards in their launch pad, have they?
No, because we finished missions.
Oh, yeah,
I technically do. I do have 4 rockets. I
didn't even need to play the fucking card then. Which means instead of
I've got my depot, so you can get an extra rocket out of it.
Instead of playing the ion drive,
yep,
I'll consider it a remove from the game.
You've already removed a card from the game.
No, it's Fusion Reactor.
Oh.
It's any amount.
Oh, for an extra $10.
For an extra $10, and that allows me to buy that programming.
Did you have 20 and did you have that symbol?
Yeah, because I've got... I chucked the storage batteries at the very... Oh, you need the symbol. No, I didn't have the symbol. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Doesn't matter then. Yeah, that copy. The Industrial Espionage. Never mind.
I only had the thing left, didn't I? Because I discarded down to 1.
Yeah, I'll get rid of it because it doesn't do anything at all anymore. So it's not. I'll just get it out of the thinking for this. So I'm launching to Mars. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4.
4, 5.
5 bumps.
Yeah,
6
so
bumps.
you've got 4 actual symbols because that's a wild. Don't forget, and this. So 5 bumps.
No, there's that one. There's a double.
Oh, that's another backup system. Sorry, 6 bumps. Yeah.
Yeah, so I get 6 bumps. Here is where the luck kicks in, and I fail this mission.
I'm shuffling this, and I'm putting all the zeros on top. There's
Okay,
2
so-
zeros on top.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bumps.
Yep.
But then I've got these 3 abilities, which is to go again.
Yeah, you should make
A
it.
0 is 2, and I can do a redraw.
Yeah.
Okay.
First one. I think this is pretty moot. I think we're just making you do it for the sake of it at this point. Ooh.
I just need to go 5 spaces. It's fine. And afterburner for the last one if I needed it. There you go. Done.
There you go, done it. So you get to Mars. It's 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and a wild symbol, which does matter.
Yeah.
All right. So the first thing we score. So there's very little to do endgame scoring wise. The first thing we score is one of our personal goals. Now.
Oh, you only pick one.
Yeah.
I spent the entire game playing for both.
I did state that at the start.
I know. I forgot. Yeah.
Did I?
Oh, in that case, I did my one ages ago.
Yeah. So
oh no, wait, no, I didn't do it ages ago. Sorry, they both conflict. Yeah, that's fine.
So we do it in player order. So I got a ship to Earth.
Yeah.
I got a hotel to the moon, and I got mining to Mars. So I get the 3 points. And I was also first to mine Mars. First to mine Mars, and I was first to ship Earth.
Oh, that's funny actually.
So I get 5 points. I got the full 5 points from mine. Is everybody happy with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, I know you said it, and it's really funny, right? I read this entire game, right, thinking I can score both of these, but each one, for some reason, I thought I only needed to achieve 2 of the 3.
Oh.
And I thought I had to be first on 2 of those 3 as well.
In fairness, these cards are only worth between like 0 and 5 points. So it's if everybody does it, it should be close. So Ben, did you get 5 points?
I did. So I've got. This is the one that I was a little confused about at the start. So let's see if it actually works where we think it does. But I've achieved the other one. It doesn't matter. So does that mean I have to be the first on those different planets but have anything on it? Or is it just be the first to achieve any single thing on them?
So this one is any mission on Earth gets you a point. Any mission on Mars gets you a point. Any mission on the moon gets you a point. But you have to be first to all 3 of those missions.
Each theatre, which he's first there, and he's first down here.
Yeah, so that's your 5 points. Done.
Yeah.
So that's just an easier version of the other one.
Yeah, it's flexible.
Well, it's technically easier, but this one only lets you only need to be first on 2.
It's just because you
that's
need to be
true,
first on 3 of them over 2 of them, yeah.
Yeah, so you go... Yeah, Ben's got this to 28.
Oh, do you know what? Because of that cock-up, both my cards score me a maximum of 2 now.
Oh, no, Dan.
Yeah, because I misread them. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, you're right. Sorry, I didn't... I copied Earth, but I wasn't first. I was first here, but I didn't spaceship to Mars. And then here, I've done the middle one first again. Oh, sorry, yeah. So basically, I scored 2 points for it. Done.
Oh, Dan, I'm so sorry. You must have understood that, mate.
I don't
I
know
thought
why
I
I did.
explained it well.
Yeah, you did. You did. I don't know why. I just got it wrong.
Some
Sorry,
of
mate.
information.
All right. Not finally. Sorry. We do. I get 6 points for threats.
I get 4.
2,
I get 2.
5, 6. Oh, 1, 2. I'm a point behind you. 1, 2,
I think you might be about to take the bonus
I
points. Then.
don't think I do, but let's see. So, and finally, there's these bonus points. Who's got the most science flasks? I have
I've got
5.
Does it count
I've got
wild?
3.
Yeah, you count wilds. So just to show mine and fan them out, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and I've got this token for 5.
I think I've only got 3.
I've got 1 card and 2 tokens.
Oh my god, did I just sneak it?
I think you've stuck it.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
I mean, Unless you count the Industrial Espionage, I've only got 3. But
No,
it's
that's
not. It's not 5 anyway.
I was playing to that, to be honest. I grabbed all of them that turned up, which turned out only to be 3. So
I totally forgot about it. I ignored that entirely.
Now, Dan, if you hadn't fucked up, and
I would have only scored another 3, or maybe,
which is still closer.
Well, yeah. I mean, you didn't even do an extra mission. Yeah, I played this game badly.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game.
I'm surprised I took that from you, Ben. Honestly, so obviously this mattered, right?
Yeah.
And I've hoovered up a few of these, and you only did 1, so I think that was the other difference.
Yes.
Yeah, because on that last turn I could have got another one easily.
Yeah.
And I assumed I wasn't about to end the game, but I did. But even that wouldn't have made the difference because you are 4 points ahead of me.
But in fairness, you looked favoured, I think, when the game end triggered. So I would have probably gone for it regardless.
Well, you did, because you would have. Yeah, you deploy your last rocket. You deny us scoring our last rockets, basically.
Yeah.
I like games like that though, because it mattered. It mattered that one of us kept an eye on this, and it mattered that we were doing this. So it did mean they mattered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It definitely matters, in my opinion, for a close game that everybody gets their 5 points from these. And I actually think that was. I know, Dan, you misunderstood it, but I think that makes all of your decisions, for me at least, super interesting.
Yeah. So you see mine now. Like both my cards were Spaceship to Earth, so that's why I went for it. It was just annoying, basically, that turn order did me out there. Oh no, it didn't necessarily do me out. I also missed the randomizer so many times, but I didn't have much protection on it. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'll just chase some of these then. I forgot you weren't scoring both. I don't know why I misread that, but yeah, I should have got 5 points off mine. I should have chased it a bit more.
Yeah, I think you would have got that easily if you actually tried.
You might have actually tried to play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, look at how close my score is to yours, and I didn't even try to play.
So Ben, my second game with you, Ben.
Well, at least Ben didn't win a double for his only 2 games with us.
I mean, that's a little disappointing.
Fucking close that. That was fucking close.
Is that your closest game?
31.
So what did I get? Sorry, I got 21. Ben, you're second with
30.
And then Russ, you win with 32.
Yeah, I was a point behind Ben and then scored 3 from the objective.
So actually, if I had bought that Crisis, then I would have tied.
But
So
could you have done it? Could you have done it and ended the game?
Yeah, because what I did with my money was I bought a Hyperloop, which
Did nothing.
had no impact on the game whatsoever.
Yeah.
Tiebreakers are missions completed, so you'd have won.
Oh.
Wow.
But you know what, Ben? I'm not
But
going to
I
let you have it.
didn't.
You beat us fucking thoroughly last time, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I actually really hope to rematch you guys because I've really, really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that was
solid.
good.
That was, yeah. I was not having these tokens basically was sort of hurting. It felt like hurting mid game, whereas you guys basically had like some good stuff going on. It sort of seemed.
But you'll play a better early game next time after that one play. I think my early game was good, right? I stumbled mid game and picked it up again towards the end.
I think your only stumble was you failing a mission you sort of should have pulled out on.
Chris and I raise a glass.
Yeah, I think you should have pulled out on that mission, but you went for it.
Yeah, I'm too fucking greedy. I'm too greedy. I just like...
Yeah, it's just with a 50-50 shot, it's just like, no.
But you know what, Dan? I won this game, so clearly it was the correct decision.
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed my basically quite often 5-card draw. I preferred Ben's combo.
Ben was doing some mega stuff. What I like about this game as a deck builder, and it's been a very long time since I've really, really enjoyed a deck builder, is the fact that it's got really interesting ways to get cards out of your deck temporarily, so you can have streamlined decks.
Yeah,
a lot of deck builders sort of fail to capture that, don't they? And you end up with a load of clunk.
Even when you have bad hands, it's because you've got sort of a mix that doesn't quite work. It's not because you've got a hand filled with junk.
Yeah. I was a little worried because you guys seemed a bit disinterested at the start, and I was like, "Oh no, is this a dud?"
No, it wasn't a dud. It was definitely good. Yeah. So, but this is okay. The record right now has been 2 hours 45 minutes, and it was with a stop when those guys joined, and that was maybe another half hour on top of that. So, this was a long play of this game. Was it?
I agree, but we finished earlier than we should have when we played with Carl. he rushed a game and it shouldn't have worked.
And what about your first game then? That was only 2 players, I suppose.
2 players was very short because we were just back and forth, and it was really quick. But yeah, I think that's probably. I think we had a teach. I think well, not even a teach, but I think this should run at about 2:15 to 2:30.
Yeah,
is my gut feel. When people know what they're doing, I think learning this game at the start. There's a lot of weird concepts. Like you had loads of questions about, what's a discard? What's this?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's not the clearest, is it? And the teachers actually, I think the teach for this game is a bit of a bug. But as I keep telling people when I teach, it does play well. It flows well once you know how to play it.
Yes.
But it's quite hard to teach for some reason because there's a lot of weird concepts in there. Like this concept here is actually quite unusual.
Yeah, there's some unique things in it for sure, which make it trickier to explain. But like you say, when you're performing the actions, it becomes quite obvious.
Yeah, and it's hard to kind of explain how you're supposed to deal with threats, if you're supposed to ignore them. Like it's very difficult to weave strategy into the teach, if you get what I'm saying.
I think go on.
No, I like to try and put some strategy into my teachers, but I find it difficult with this one to tell you what to do.
I think Ben and I both made the mistake of trying to buy a card here without a symbol, maybe 2 or 3 times each. Me including trying to buy that one at the very end of the game.
I think that's definitely for me a graphical issue. Maybe in real life it's not an issue. I don't know, but
I can't believe it's not so bad because it's just in Tabletop Simulator. Like I look at the card, I remember the number, I forget the symbol, and then it's not in front of my face when I make the decision about what I'm doing. Yeah,
so there's a potential that this is good. Obviously, as well, by the way, I want to play it in real life because all of these being little miniatures is going to look...
Miniature boy.
It's going to look the bee's knees. By the way, this was such a cheap Kickstarter. Like ridiculously cheap. All in, it was 42 quid.
Was there anything in the Kickstarter exclusive that means you can't get it now in retail?
The miniatures, I think.
So you can't get those anywhere?
I'll check. Yeah, I don't want to mislead the internet.
Yes.
Board game prices.
So in your last game as well, you said you didn't get to Mars, but again, you ended it wrongly, didn't you?
We did end it wrongly. So it looks like you cannot get the miniatures retail currently in the UK.
Probably find it somewhere, but
and the game actually is only £1.46 more expensive than it was at Kickstarter. It's £31.46 if you want to buy this.
I think this is a really decent game. I'd happily play it again.
I will drag it to your house, Dan Thorpe.
I love what was going on in it. Yeah, for sure.
You get to have metal coins and everything. Oh! You finished on 31 points.
Oh, I've got one more as well. I've got the moon.
You finished on 22 points. It's actually a lot closer.
Oh, you guys are so close.
I will edit those scores. 31.
The internet's been screaming at me for the last 10 minutes saying, you got it wrong, you got it wrong.
Yeah.
But no, we found it.
I assume that's all the scoring. It's just the board. It's there's nothing else. These are interesting. There's only 10 of them, 10 variants. I think there's one for each item type. What is that? If there are 3 or more threat cards in the display, active player draw on 1 card less at the end of their turn.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that would have been a massive change.
Threats are worth 1 more point each.
Yeah.
Each set, whoever has the most sets gets 5 points. Second place gets 3 points.
Wow, yeah, that's cool. I like these. They're cool.
When you fulfill a mission, you can take any 1 card from the display for free and put it into your playing area. Nice. Most rockets is there too. Most helixes. Yeah, so there's obviously half of the deck is most of, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, not half.
The only thing I'm thinking is, and I know it's, you might lose this attitude after you've played a few games. I'd almost like to stack it that you play with 1 most of, and then you play with 1 rule changer in some way. So like one of those. I don't mind that being there. So one of those 4, and then any one of these 6.
That's effectively what we did, isn't it, when we rolled them out?
Yeah.
But then again, looking at how tight the score was, I actually do think there's some merit and some interest into racing for two types.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just saying, like, while I'm playing and discovering and like, these interest me far more.
Oh yeah, so you'll say during the discovery phase, you want rule breakers. Yeah,
I want the rule changes. Yeah, but I don't mind that being included because that's significantly more interesting to try and chase as a set rather than focus type thing.
Yeah, I think. Ben, you said you sort of didn't have your eye on this objective. I sort of always had it in mind when I was buying cards and stuff.
I forgot about it the entire game.
Which is interesting.
I got rid of cards with that just because I wasn't thinking about them at all.
I'll say it's interesting for you, Dan, because you did the most Mars missions, which is that symbol. So it seems interesting that you wouldn't have bought those cards.
And he obviously means moon, but yeah.
Oh, I meant moon. I meant that planetary body.
Yeah.
I think this game is one of my favorite deck builders that I've ever played currently. I'd love to play it again.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's certainly up there. I mean, Dune Imperium. This
is that a deck builder? So I don't know if I.
Sorry, I wouldn't actually really class. I mean, it barely is. You buy cards, but you can't manipulate your deck.
Yeah. But by the way, I think just to put any aspersions away, I think Dune Imperium is actually a much better game than this. But I have a very soft spot for Dune Imperium. I think it's a great game.
I think Dune Imperium is solid. Yeah, Ruins of Arnak were definitely a deck builder. Right?
Again, are they deck builders though? Because Lost Ruins of Arnak isn't you're building an engine as opposed to just.
You're right. You aren't building an engine. In this, you're building an engine. Okay, so what other deck builders are you putting up there?
Tyrants of the Underdark, I would say, is a deck builder.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
And a very good one. Dominion's a fine deck builder. I have no interest in playing it ever again, but there you are.
So when you said this is probably one of the best deck builders or up there, were you putting those other two up there with it?
With Tyrants, for sure. I fucking love Tyrants.
I'm going to have to get going.
Oh, right, I just heard the background of that baby.
That is baby waking up.
Oh, Ben, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Good playing with you. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you hopefully next week, eh?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how we go.
All right, mate. Love you.
Cheers, Ben.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, and I was just wondering what deck builders you were sitting up there as high amazing deck builders.
I do like Marvel Legendary, actually. Oh, actually, Legendary Encounters Aliens is a fantastic deck builder.
I don't know that. Oh no, I do, and I'm not so bothered about those. I'd put Clank up there though. The Clanks.
Oh, Clank! Yeah, Clank in Space is a fun game.
And normal Clank.
This is a tight game.
Yes.
This game is a tight game.
Yes.
Clank is a very, very, very fun game.
This game is just great with the fact that your missions, you play them, they're then out the deck because you've done them, you've put them here, you've got rid of it now.
I can't fault his maths. He's worked out some genius stuff here and how this all goes together, hasn't he?
I was a little bit afraid at the beginning of basically burning my burning your mission cards, so then you weren't able to do many missions. But in actual fact, my deck started getting so big that I was like, I don't even really want these now. Yeah,
exactly. And you figured out. I think we all figured out fairly early on to get rid of the base with no fucking symbols on it.
Yes,
which is a really annoying card.
Yeah, unless for any reason you commit to it, but why bother when you just commit to the other one?
For me, anyway, strategically, I think you're only going to build one base. I think building two bases is very optimistic.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking resources.
Yeah.
So I would probably always, if this came out, I would probably always burn that base if I could, almost straight away.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's loads of interesting stuff here. Making threats matter more is interesting.
Yeah.
What's this? Getting free cards is interesting. Increase your hand size by 1 once they have achieved the first mission. So we're all drawing fucking 6 cards for the rest of the game after the first mission. Yeah, there's loads of interesting stuff there. Yeah, it's good. Glad I got it. I'm glad I didn't sleep on this Kickstarter.
Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, very cool. I just think it's mechanically sound. It looks good. The board art is all nice. The card art is decent.
And it's got potential for some really exciting moments as well.
Yeah.
Again, in real life, there's going to be fucking drum rolls and all sorts going on with that, I think.
I mean, I don't quite know the odds of... I think, if I count how many times I failed that first mission, which was probably at least 6, 5, 6, right? I don't know the odds, though, with my setup, what those chances were. I always had 2 bumps.
Right, so...
And that was it. That was all I had.
We had this happen a bunch of times in this game where you had a 54% and you just abandoned the mission for fear of wiping everything out. But I think a couple of times you only had 4 cards on your launch pad. And I think it's at least worth the risk if you think you can beat someone somewhere first.
I'm not sure about that. I think if you get set back, you set right back. I was only interested in that mission to get here first. Realistically, what I could have done is walked away from it and tried any one of the other 4 options on this card. Yeah,
I like this one, by the way. I like this one here. It just makes you focus on all your shuttle missions. It's quite interesting.
But
oh yeah, just to see what ones we didn't see. That most of them look like what we saw. In fact, yeah, both of the outliers came out. This one and that one Ben had are the 2 outliers in the deck.
Outliers?
The ones that are slightly different.
That's not slightly different. It's the same symbol, but it's only still 2 of them.
No, but if you look, every one of them is different missions. Yours is all rockets.
Oh, right.
So it's a bit of an outlier. Chris.
Oh, hey, Chris. How's it going?
How's it going?
So, what has happened for anyone else who might listen now is there were 2 tables playing this game, 4-player and a 3-player. We were the 3-player. So, how was your game, Chris?
Oh, yeah, let's get Chris's opinion.
I genuinely thought you'd finish because there's down to 2 of you.
Yeah, well, we're just nattering. We finished the game, but we're just chatting.
We're asking for your opinion for the internet, Chris.
Absolutely. The internet loves to hear my opinion. I enjoyed it. I think there's obviously a massive luck element, but I think the game's short enough to kind of get around that.
You say short enough. I think we've clocked here about a 2.5-hour game as a 3-player, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And
I also don't particularly think the luck element's a big deal unless you're in a table with big push your luck people. Because like Dan was very conservative, I think.
Well, put it this way, Chris. I aborted a shuttle mission to Earth, I think 5 or 6 times in a row, because I always got to a point where I was on the 6th spot with my last card draw, and there was like a 56% chance it would succeed.
Right, that's interesting.
And it was like
he just threw away the 44%er, like the 56%er each time.
And every single time I failed it, I knew like my next card draw basically. I knew the failure was like, well, I only just discard 1 card from my display. I can already try the mission next turn, or I've only got to pop 1 more rocket down and to get it next turn again. So I was able to try that thing every single turn for like 5. Well, yeah, I think it was 4, 5, or 6 times in a row. I think it was probably 5 or 6 though. And I only got it on that row last time.
Whereas I imagine you were playing with Danji and Paul, who were pushing their luck a lot, so it looked higher variance. Is my guess?
Not necessarily, really.
Because I don't feel like we had a high variance game. I don't know if you agree with that, Dan, but I think we, generally speaking, hit our targets whenever we went for it.
Yeah, I mean, I just think on a 50-50, which, it wasn't quite, but it was basically, right? Why risk it? Why would you risk that? Because if you get set back, you've now got to do all of that setup again. Whereas next turn, I knew I could just try it straight away. So why would I risk it when I could just do it next turn? Unless I'm obviously racing for a 5-point objective card.
Does this fit your sciencey category, Chris, to go on your sciencey shelf?
Not really, no.
No,
Probably,
okay.
No.
But so what would you? Yeah, how did yours go, Chris? And what have you got to say for what we've just put in your face?
Well, I think the majority of the people who voted in our game basically did it on the first card.
Yeah.
So turn the first card. If it was like a 1 or 0, then just give up then, because it wasn't worth it. But at the same time, we went in with quite a lot of like the equipment cards, which allowed you to like mitigate some of that.
Yeah, I had a lot of that mid to late game.
Redraw and all that, yeah. I think, same. I kind of built up over that. And I absolutely smashed every kind of trip I went on, basically.
So I did in this game, I did 1 Earth, 3 Moon, and then 1 Mars.
Okay.
And the game ended before I could pop down my last one. And
Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, I think Paul had, to be fair, had quite a rough time with it.
What did he do wrong?
I don't know. Well,
did he breathe?
Literally came down to the card draw.
Well, he turned a 0 into a 0 at one point. I've seen in the chat.
Yes, and then he drew a 1 after that, which it was completely really rough. But he had like all the equipment because in the first like party he was just buying up loads of cards, so he had loads of cards to go in with. But even with all that, he was still drawing crap. So,
what was the gut feel on the table?
He must have been going for a big distance then. Was he?
No, this was going to Earth.
Really?
Yeah.
But hang on, he didn't get any bumps, because if you've got tons of equipment down, you must at least have like a 3 or 4 bump.
He was on 1 or 2, I think. And because he was getting like 0s or 1s with his first like couple of cards. Then
Did he do that attitude though, and basically draw a 1 and go, yeah, I'm out, I'll abort, even with all that equipment, or did he push it much more?
He tried to push it a couple of he did that a couple of times and just completely blew up. And then after that, he was probably more cautious because of it.
I mean, it sounds like he didn't. It sounds like you guys aborted at drawing a 1 too early sometimes. If you've got like 2 or 3 bumps on the Earth track and you pull a 1, you've still got, 2 more cards. If you've got some equipment and you draw a 3 out of it, or even a 2, you might still make it or whatever.
I think there was only Stu who was managing to get like 3 starting bumps. The rest of us were around 1 or 2 every time.
Yeah.
So was Stu spending more time on his launch pad?
No, he was going for it, but he was just aborting as well. Because
did you get the no change rule correct? A lot of people struggle with that. So if you use a 20 card, you can only put 1 card on your launch pad, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because when we played it with Carl, he sort of sped through quite a number of times, and we noticed a few turns later he was actually making loads of money and putting loads of cards on his launch pad, which was a little bit annoying.
Oh, your game's completely invalid then.
Yeah.
But me and Dan enjoyed it. Stu said he'd play it again, but he wasn't too hot on it. And Paul, I don't know, he said he hates it at the time, and he did a bit of a...
Did Stu not like the randomness?
Yes, it was just came down to the card draw. That's what
the mission success deck is going to piss off Euro players. It's not going to feel right, is it, for them?
No.
I think that the randomness is actually, I personally think it's quite well mitigated in the effects that you get in the asset deck. In my opinion, I do think there is randomness, but I think a lot of it can be mitigated.
Yeah.
But it does definitely reward a little bit of push your luck. I think this game. I think you do have to push your luck a little bit to do well.
Yeah, a little bit. Not a 50-50 shot.
Well, I did fuck up a 50-50, didn't I? I completely fucked the mission up on a 54%.
You did, yeah, and you lost like 4 cards because of it. Yeah. In your launch.
Still one though, Dan. Just saying.
No, the shenanigans going on in our game, Chris. So mine took quite a while to get there, and maybe over half the game to get there. But I had a card to draw 3 cards and a card to draw 2 cards, and I typically was able to trigger them both in the same turn. So I was kind of, doing my round. Either I had 2 or I had 1. I'd play 1 and get the other one. So I was basically like, I'll draw 5 cards, and I did that quite a few rounds. Ben though had the best combo going. He had so first thing he had was a depot, so he could like drop a card on it, and it could store up to 3 cards, and then in his turn he could either add a card to it up to 3, but 1 card a turn, or instead of adding a card, he could just recall them. So he was just like, I'll put that card down on the depot. But the other thing he had a card that said, if you use this card to buy a card, you can deploy something in your launch pad for free.
Yeah, I had that one. Yeah.
And then he had the AI card, which was, I could see it actually here in our game still. It's search your when you discard it, you can search your deck for any card and put it in your hand. So he was able to combo out like those 3 cards, the depot for the storage, the AI, and his other cards, to just kind of like really quickly get the cards he needed and get them into his launch pad. So he was kind of churning through his ability to launch quite quickly.
Yeah. I think I had the one to draw. I had the one to draw 2 cards, and the one where if you buy a card with it, purchase with it, then you can put something in your launch pad.
Yes.
And they worked. It was a nice little setup. And then once I had plenty of stuff in my launch pad, I was going through my deck really quick. Yeah, which meant I could then get stuff out because I wasn't.
Oh, I was going to say, Chris, people appreciate that aspect of this deck builder, the fact that you can take cards out of your deck temporarily, put them on your launch pad, and it sort of actually does make your deck more efficient.
No one commented on it, and I don't know if anyone noticed it, but I definitely picked up on that.
Yeah, I think that's super interesting. Like, I would often like put at least like 1 card. I don't think I did it this game actually, but in the game I played with Dan Glass and Carl, I was often putting like 1 card on there because I just didn't want to draw that symbol anymore.
Yeah, and it's quite a nice buffer as well if you have to discard anything when you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the other thing about that card that you said that if you purchase with this card, you get to add a card to your launch pad. I think it's not necessarily purchase, as if you use this card to pay, isn't it?
Yeah,
and that meant if you use that card to pay for putting a card in your launch pad, you were then able to use its ability to then add a second card to your launch pad. So it was like adding 2 a turn.
Yeah.
And then the other card he had, which was really good as well, was the wireless power. When you use it to pay, you can take a card from your warehouse and just put it on top of your HQ. And I think he had another card as well that said if he bought something with this card, it added to the top of his deck instead. So
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. I think Paul picked that one up.
Did you use variants, Chris?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Which
yeah,
two
we had
did you
the
have?
one where you could permanently bin off a card during your turn to get 20 quid.
Oh,
Yeah,
we had that, yeah.
Dan used it loads, and then we had the one where end game, whoever had the most rockets got bonus 3
We
points.
were very similar. We had whoever had the
Scoop it up.
most science flasks at the end got 3 points.
Okay.
So we had very similar variants actually.
Mm.
I did 5 missions and... Did I do 5 missions?
You did 5 missions.
I thought I binned off more than 3, but... Oh, no, I
you
did, because one of them was that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, you did 4. I did 2. And
Yeah,
Ben did...
I burned 4 cards into that burner card for $20, Chris.
Yeah, I only used it once, I think. Yeah,
Did
Dan
you
was
burn?
really...
Did you burn your base with no symbols?
I think it was that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was that.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I had a great time. Even when I thought Ben was smashing it, I had a great time.
Yeah, it's like I said, I do enjoy it. It's kind of you got to go into the random deck thing like expecting to get a crap turn.
I guess I play a lot more random games than maybe a few people, so I don't consider this game to be that random.
I didn't think it was terribly random because you can mitigate everything.
You can, but I do think a certain group will just go for it when it comes to the push your luck stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone's going
you've got
for
to
it
balance
and dropping their stuff,
Yeah.
then kind of fair enough. But
yeah, there was a few turns where I just spent them building up and not launching and just
yeah, I generally
positioning
was
myself
launching
to
every.
them.
Other than the short distance missions, I was probably launching every 2 or 3 turns, or even more.
You were a frequent launcher, yeah.
But I was only launching that frequently, mainly because I was retrying my first Sodding Earth mission.
I was a very safe launcher. I wasn't really going until I had like 4 or 5 bumps. So it was a bit, except for that one time where I fucked everything up. But you know,
yeah.
I think when I went to Mars, I think I only started off with 2 bumps.
My only trip to Mars, Chris, I had 6 bumps.
Jeez.
I had 5.
But I'd like the card to play where for your first mission card you draw 3 and choose one of those 3 to keep.
Yeah, Ross had that, yeah.
I remember that one had afterburners, which gave me a +1 if I wanted to use it.
Yeah, I had that, which you burn if you do use it. Did you ever?
Yeah.
I never actually used my afterburner. I always made it.
The theme, I don't know. The theme of this game is incredible. I can't not give the theme 10 out of 10. Just the way everything works. Like if you build a space hotel, it makes money. If you build a fucking not space station, the orbital, what's it called? Orbital shipyard. It gives you 3 rockets. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
The assets all made thematic sense. The clearing up of the threats is a bit weird, but you know, nice little message, I guess.
Yeah.
But mechanically it's sound. I don't really understand the theme inclusion, but mechanically it's sound.
Yeah, it's very abstract, really, for what you're doing.
Yeah. But I do think the theme's very well captured, and I said to Dan as well and Ben that in real life I think the mission success deck's going to be very exciting. I think there's going to be a lot of like drum rolls and stuff when you're flipping the card.
Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed it, Chris.
You were one, Chris, right?
I did.
What was your score? Or is it said in our server?
I got 26.
26, yeah.
We had Russ with 32, Ben with 31, and I had 22.
Paul finished last on 13.
Oh well, Paul was there.
It turned out, yeah.
I've played this 2 weeks in a row and I have no regrets.
Good.
I hope to play something different next week. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm absolutely not playing it again. Ever.
ever.
No, never playing it again.
I need to sleeve my copy. Actually, I haven't done much sleeving with my games since we haven't been playing in real life, so I'll need to get around to sleeving this one. Oh, actually, no, it's got weird shaped cards.
I've just noticed in our plays, right? I was first to 2 missions only, which were the moon. Russ was first to 4 missions, 3 Earth, 1 Mars. And Ben was first to 4 as well, 3 Earth and 1 Mars. No, Ben was first to 4 missions, 3 Earth, a Mars and a moon.
Yeah, I was the same.
Did you all get your 5 points off your personal goals, Chris, in your game?
Me and Dan did. Stu got a couple, and I think Paul got 3.
I got 2 on mine. I completely misread the fucking things.
So Dan, even though I taught it very clearly,
yeah, whatever.
Dan thought he could score both of them, so he tried to work towards both of them.
Oh Christ.
Yeah, for some reason
Yeah.
I was trying to. It was aiming for both, and for some reason I thought the bonus points were. I thought basically I could achieve only 2 on both for the max points, and I do not know why.
They're not the best worded cards, in fairness, in how they're supposed to work. Once you understand and explain, once people know how they work, they're dead easy. But how they're written's a bit weird.
Oh, it says it right there. Really, fulfill all the above and be first on 2 of them.
2 of them, yeah.
So I should have known I needed all 3. But no, I didn't go for it. I don't know why. I just cocked it up. It's because it's tiny.
You beat me, by the way, Dan, to what was it you beat me on? It was really annoying.
Oh, it must have been the moon.
It was the hotel, because if you look, the card I scored, I was trying to score the first on Rocket and Base and Hotel and Moon. I had to pivot to fucking mining Mars to get my full points.
Yeah, and you beat me there. I was going to do it.
You committed to that mission before me, and I was so fucking angry. I was like, if he fucking gets this before me again.
I had all the abilities. I was stuck on the rockets. I was like, I can't get the rockets. I'm not finding the rocket. I was like, oh no, I had a turn where I just drew money, and I was like, I haven't got the rockets. I can't buy the rocket I need. So I've got to now spend next turn to buy the rocket, which means the turn after that, I can then go and fucking launch.
I will say that kind of deck builder problem is less prevalent in this game than it is in most other deck builders. You because of how you can manage what's in your deck and what's not in your deck, I do find you have less suboptimal turns.
I mean, at that point,
have some.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I was going for a 12 mission, and I hadn't bought a single ion drive. All I had 1 large rocket, 2 space stations, 2 of the other ones, I think, the smalls. But I had a 3 token. So, yeah, I didn't realize, at the time I started that mission, I didn't realize actually I was so rocket short in my deck, and I needed to go and get them.
I wonder how many rockets I have.
So I should have been buying basically rockets. Like when I bought that industrial espionage, which I couldn't use at the end of the game, I should have been chasing rockets instead, because it costs the same bloody amount.
I bought 1 of each rocket. It looks like.
Yeah, I had 1 of each, actually.
Yeah, you got 1 of each, and you got a 4 token, which is helpful.
Yeah, I did. I got 4 permanent rockets as well. Yeah.
I ended the game with 2, 1, 1, and a 3 token.
Solid game. So cheap as well. Mind you, there isn't much in the box. Yeah,
decent. Really enjoyed it. Would play it again. Straight away going up is at least an 8 out of 10 for me.
I think I agree with that. Just simply because it's such a good deck builder.
Yeah, 7's my normal. Sit in the middle. 7's my normal, like my average, I suppose.
Yeah. I think if there's anything special about a game, I think an 8's fair.
Yeah, 8, somewhere around 8. It's definitely not lower. I don't know if it goes to 9, but 8. I'll keep it 8 for now.
I have an official word here that Chris gave it 10 out of 10.
Yeah, did you say that in our channel?
Yeah, that's officially in English now. He can't deny.
Nice.
That was only to follow on from Paul's rant.
Nice.
I loved the Pepe Hands gift that I shared into that.
What would you score it then?
What, mate?
Yeah.
I'd probably put it about a 7.5, I think.
Fair.
I don't like doing halves, but yeah.
Well, it's not you rating it, is it? So
no, that's why I said it was me. That was doesn't doing.
I'm going to give it a 7.78.
Yeah, I think I do like how.
In my opinion, if you're looking at a 10, I'm going to interrupt you again, Chris, because I don't care anymore. In my opinion, if you're looking at a 10-point scale and you're using 0.5s, you just need to actually stretch your score range more and use more of the 10-point scale.
You want us to use a 20-point scale?
No. I mean, you're probably avoiding like the low numbers there. So actually, just start shifting all your numbers around, but keep them whole numbers.
Okay.
You know how decimals were invented, right?
Not for BGG scores. Go on, carry on, Chris. Now, what were you saying? I am actually interested.
Chris, oh yeah, yeah. I think because I do like how your deck doesn't get that bloated, even though you are buying cards throughout, because you are constantly basically emptying out the deck. So I think that kind of makes it quite interesting deck building in that sense.
Yeah,
and it's not often you see deck building mixed in with the push your luck mechanic.
I was surprised to see Martin Wallace's name on a deck builder, if I'm being honest. So I was interested to see what he did with it.
Yep.
Well, he does like doing like just different things. Isn't it?
Yeah, he did Wildlands as well, which is completely anti-Wallace in my opinion. There's just almost nothing Wallace about it. And I know Dan, you don't like that game, but that's one of my favorite little battle royale games. I love that game.
I haven't played it.
It's very combatty. You get a team of guys and you're trying to claim your crystals, and your opponents are trying to claim their crystals and kill each other. The first to 5 points wins, and it's a sudden death win as well. So as soon as someone has 5 points, it's over. It's a team arena game with the board and miniatures.
Yeah, one of the best things about it is you pick a number on the board, don't you, to be where your models are, but the opponents don't know where they actually are until you reveal them, isn't that?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. You have there's 50 spaces on the board, and there's a deck of cards with 50 numbers on it, and you get dealt 10 of them. And you have 5 miniatures, so you keep 5 cards, and that's where you're going to put your crystals. No, sorry, that's where you're going to deploy your guys, and you pass 5 cards to the player to your left, and that's where they're putting their crystals. So you're controlling where your guys go and where the guy to your left's crystals go, and everybody does that around the table. But then you only place one or more guys a turn, so you don't know where people are going to turn up in the middle of the game. I think it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
And every faction has their own deck of cards to
fight with.
Because you don't roll dice for anything in this game. You play a card, and that card effectively tells you what actions you can take.
Yep.
Each guild has one of the guilds is more focused on range. One of them can fly really quick, and other ones, really sturdy but slow sort of thing. But
one's got more health type thing.
Yeah.
One's got.
And then I've got the expansion factions, which you've got the undead, which actually has a 6th figure instead of 5, which is interesting in itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's an interesting game. My Friday group really like it. But yes, Wallace, he just does everything, doesn't he? Just does all sorts of
it's good.
stuff.
It means he's a good, diverse designer.
Yeah, I agree. He even does train games, which bore me to my core. All right,
You won't
cool.
say that once you try one.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to try one, it would be Age of Steam, but I'm not excited to do so.
Yeah, I mean, it was a decent game mechanically, but the game is not, for me, exciting, what I was doing when I played it.
Laying fucking pipe is just not something I find interesting.
Yeah. I want to launch a rocket to Mars.
Yeah, this is interesting, and fucking hoping you get there and hoping your opponents don't get there is the best part about this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
How many times did we say to each other, I fucking hope you don't make it?
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, I will stop the recording, but thanks for the game.
Oh shit, it's still recording. Thanks, Internet.
Yeah, no, it's a good end game chat if anyone gets this far, but yeah.
Thanks, Chris, for coming in for the chat.
No worries.
I'd like to thank Ben again, and mostly I'd like to not thank Dan.
Yep, and I would like to, again, Paul wasn't in this game, but I'd like to just make a special note for Paul that he is a terrible, terrible person.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all agree on that.
Yeah, good. All right, bye.
See you later.